everything, ain't nothing left. Count your blessings, count your steps. At your throat like we that strap. It's way too cold under the flesh. All we ball, but we don't mesh. All we drink, leave us a mess. Down all my drills, that is old news.
Hey guys, good morning. Putting on my headphones. Good morning. I hope everyone's doing well. How's everybody doing? Happy Wednesday. We're gonna get right into it. This is a video that I think came out like 2 days ago now. Um uh, so it was the day before yesterday. So I guess that's 2 days, right? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Hi India. Hi Scorpio. Hi Alpha. Hey, Buttons. Hey, Miss HLS. Good morning. Hi, Love TB. Good morning. Guys, I know that there's a lot going on. I was sitting here writing a list because I have 2 major things I want to talk about. Well, I have 2 things I'm really like thinking about. 2 major things I guess I do want to talk about, like just when we talk about it in our deep dive over at Real Talk Bougie. Um, because I'm just like, oh my God, I've got so many questions. Anyway, um, but I went out and came back in. What happened? You couldn't see yourself or something? Let's see. Can you see my? Yes, we could see you, sis. Sometimes it's, you know what I mean? Like, I hate to say it, sometimes it's you, like, not you, just you, Miss HLS, but just anybody. If you're having a problem seeing yourself or there's something glitchy happening, it's always good to either exit the chat, that's for frontline, or swipe up the app and just let it reset itself, count to 10, and then launch the app again. Because YouTube is constantly making they're constantly updating their platform, the app functionality. They have dropped so many new things in the past couple of weeks as far as how you see things on the platform. They put up a whole video. I don't know if you guys subscribe to YouTube Creator, but it's a channel where they will tell you about everything that they just like, mostly everything. You know how like Apple or Android, when they do an update, they give you a list of all the things they just did. That's kind of like what YouTube Creator does. They are constantly updating and adding and doing new things. So I would encourage you, if you keep this app open a lot and you never close it, never anything, it just might be that you come in here and it's giving problems because it needs a good refresh of closing it. And sometimes your phone needs it too. So I have to remind myself of that because I use my phone a lot. My phones really, because I have to use 2 just because of all the video stuff I do. Um, and sometimes it's just good to close everything, shut down your phone, God forbid, let it sit for like 10 minutes, let it just have a minute and close every app out before you do it. And then you'll notice like your battery life will improve because some stuff just gets caught up in there. You know what I mean? And it's constantly working and you're not even using it. Right. Anyway, let's just get into it. It's some side chick awareness today. There was a call that was put up like a day or so ago. I have to forewarn you guys. Mommy's a bit sensitive this morning. My soon to be 17-year-old puppy And I don't know. She might need a pain medicine. She took something at 4 o'clock in the morning, but we'll see. Anyway, so if you hear her, it is what it is. Okay. So again, so let me drop the link to this video. We are going to talk over it because that's what we do. This is a commentary channel. This isn't just, there are people who are like reposting, and that's good for them. But part of this program is that I do commentary. So we are going to talk about what's happening as it's happening. So if you want to listen to this uninterrupted and unencumbered with my thoughts and opinions or me stopping and taking comments, you can do that, no problem. Okay. It's available for you right on that link. Okay. So hopefully that answers that question right there. Let's go ahead and jump into it. Good morning, Fast Pitches. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Pineapples. Good morning to me. Okay. Tara, Devin. I think I said hi to everybody who's in the chat right now. Good morning to everybody in the bushes. And I hope that you're having a wonderful day so far. All right, let me add this. All right, I'm probably gonna, I'm gonna switch it up. It's not even more like a probably because I just always do. Anyway, okay, this is a series of Sonya calls, and if Nesto wants to know what got him in trouble, a lot of this conversation with Sonya and really trying to zero in. Now, I'm not saying specifically that's what this was, but I'm going to say my opinion is that this didn't help. Sir was really, really, really curious. Like, what are you going to do when I get out? What's the plan? And a lot of it sounded like it was going to happen not in Atlanta proper, maybe not even in the state. Okay. Now, they talked about Augusta, Georgia, so that's like 2 hours away from Atlanta. But it seems as though they potentially were talking about Florida and just making plans in general. So, that might have been a problem as a condition of bail and being referenced as a potential flight risk. However, he's been in jail at this point, not today, but at the point of this call, roughly about 4 or 5 months, right? So, hi, Shawnee. How are you from the bushes, sis? And maybe he hadn't been into any fights, he hadn't been into any trouble, anything to, I guess, above and beyond these calls that he is making plans for the future, and they don't include Fulton County, and they may not include his wife and all of these things. On top of, they said that there was a call talking about safe harbor in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. So let's just get into it.
I love to ride by myself. Give me a chance to get myself together and get my thoughts together, figure out which next play gonna be.
His Instagram is a big problem. I just wonder if and when Ernesto gets out, well, after he has his day in court, if he's found guilty. So I said that right. If and when he gets out, no matter whatever the circumstances, on bond or exonerated or after a sentence, whatever that might be, however this thing plays out, this man, my God, his Instagram is problematic, but I don't see it stopping. I think he loves Instagram. He probably can't wait to get back to his Instagram. Girl.
Man, I just thought myself, like I'm gonna sell me some life insurance, because you know what? A lot of people slipping out here on that life insurance.
He thinks he can sell life insurance.
They're popping it, but they ain't really understanding what the meaning of that. Yeah, one another good thought I came with. This time right here, man, I ain't finna play with nobody. This is what I gotta keep saying in my head. Because see, one thing I know for sure, everybody talks to themselves. Okay? Everybody talks to their own self. But here's the thing. They be talking to the wrong people, pump fake.
This video contains 3 jail calls. In this first call, Sonya is at work while talking to Ernesto. He calls both himself and Sonya monsters when it comes to business. Ernesto also tells Sonya how Shirley first contacted him in jail. Take a listen.
Hello?
Hello?
Well, good Monday motherfucking morning. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Oh, did you get you some rest after you worked yesterday?
I didn't work yesterday.
You did?
No, I didn't work yesterday. I only worked Saturday.
Oh, I thought you worked on
I'm only doing one day. No, I'm only doing 1 day a week now.
Oh, why are you doing that?
Good motherfucking morning.
Because the season slowed down.
The season slowed down.
Yeah.
How's that?
Well, they have a lot of away games right now. They don't have
Oh, for real?
a lot of home games, right? Yeah. Yeah, and then they're building a new plaza. So I'm kind of worried what they may put in there because they may put something in there that might, because it's a new development coming in. So I'm hoping, so now it's like I need to hurry and get open before. I need to be open before that happens.
Are they going to take your business?
That's exactly right.
Okay, I like the way you think. I like the way you think, boss. Yeah. So what you do yesterday?
Wait, I forget to call, but you didn't say you said.
Stop lying. No, I know you ain't lying.
I can't stand you.
When I thought you were working, I didn't want to interrupt while you were working.
I wasn't working at 9 o'clock at night.
No. I don't watch so much football. I don't even watch football on the street. But it's passing time where I guess. And, I can't
Hold
get
on.
it.
You got the link for that hearing? Hold on.
Oh, y'all, I'm surprised y'all ain't off today. It's a holiday today?
Yes. That's the last 3 things filed. How was your Sunday? What you do?
I ain't do shit. Sitting here thinking about what you talking about. I'm trying to figure out why you want to do business with me. You don't want to do business with me out on the street. I'm just joking. Now I've incorporated into your plans, and I mean it's not a bad thing. It's really a good thing. Just it's amazing how things change around. That you want me to be incorporated in your life for the next 20 years on some real techno shit. That's good. So
Do you think he wanted to say? I don't even know. Anyway, okay, let me just say this. So he's like, okay, so you want me to be involved in your life for the next 20 years. Because they'd had a previous conversation, maybe like a couple days ago, there was another video that dropped with some conversation regarding like, are you in this? Like, they've been playing around on the phone, right? Talking about, I guess feelings or whatever, right? And sis kind of wanted to know, I guess, confirm how he feels, and he's trying to feel her out, and they're talking their little player stuff and everything, right? Um, I'm just thinking to myself at this point, if he's either doing one of two things. He's buttering her up because he really needs her to get in motion and help him advance the needle because he's got a lot going on and he needs her to be his assistant, his mouthpiece, his arms and legs, like he said to Lamont and anyone else, Dion, about her and her ability to be able to try to help with his lawyer situation and kind of speak on his behalf to try to move things ahead. Or he also is figuring out like there's just no way that as this onion continues to peel back, that Shirley is going to stay with me. And a lot of my cons depend on me having a woman with me as backup, because for him, he doesn't have enough going on for someone to see him and think he's anything by himself. And he's not gonna have anything because he's all messed up. And I'm just wondering if he really at this point is thinking like it's just on some day to day, whether, when I get out is surely going to be there for me or not. That's just what I'm thinking. I don't know what you guys think on this or not, but it's just funny how he literally hangs up with one and calls the other. You know what I mean? Like throughout the day, it's he's calling one, he's talking to another. He's quite duplicitous. He has, even in his jail life, he has a complete double life going on. Just like El Boogie said, the unmitigated arrogance and the gall of it all. Absolutely. He is duplicitous. Okay.
Mm.
A lot of people don't think like that. Rich people do, but regular folks just think for themselves. So
Mm-hmm.
I can appreciate that. Just trying to figure what you really want to do with me. That's all. When it comes down to that, how far you want to go? Because yeah, we both are monsters when it comes down to business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm just trying to figure out what makes you feel I'm good enough for you on that end over there. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because you never told me that part. You just told me what you want, but you didn't tell me why. And you didn't tell me your end game. You just told me what you want. You damn right. You damn right. I'm just like you now. I'm just like you. I'm just a nigga with a dick. That's it. Yeah, just believe that now. What you laughing about?
Because you said, oh my God, so horny. Anyway, yeah. Well, because, yeah, you're expensive.
Huh?
You're expensive.
I'm expensive.
Mm-hmm. You
For
have
who?
maintenance.
Myself?
You have maintenance.
For myself, though? Because ain't nobody giving me shit. Ain't nobody.
Your comment, I just looked something up real quick. Because I feel like there's a lot of hype around there's not enough available men. There's enough men. I just looked up the global ratio male to female in 2022. Let me see. Okay. I'll show you these before we break out of here. But in 2020, the male to female ratio of for the world, okay, so a global male to female ratio was 101.69 per 100 per 100 females. To break it down in a number, according to a website site called Statistica or Statista, excuse me, over the past 22 years, there has constantly been more men than women living on the planet. Of the 7.95 billion people living on Earth in 2022, 4 billion are men and 3.95 billion are women. Look at God, okay? Don't believe the hype. Now, it might not be what you want. He might not be 6 feet, bald head, whatever the complexion you love and like and are into, but there is a man out here for you. So I don't know if the key word was available because all men are not, there are men of all different persuasions who are interested in all different types of people. So we don't have that broken down to men looking for women specifically, but as far as on GP, there are plenty of men out here. So don't believe the hype. One more person tells you that there's not enough men out here, it's a lie.
I said here. So I guess for myself, anybody said I'm gonna pay for this for you. Hey, I can break down. I can get from to the poor to the rich or whatever I need to do. I don't know why you're not looking. You're looking past that. Well,
Ma'am, there are not 4 billion men in jail. They're just not. They're just not. I mean, they're just not.
looking past that shit. I don't understand why you can't look
I
past.
am not. You know why? I was thinking yesterday.
There's available men out here. Sometimes we have to broaden our horizons. Maybe, and look, sometimes we like what we like, right? Say there's some kind of criteria that suits your fancy, right? There might be 5 or 6 things that like catch your attention to a guy that's interesting. If that prototype, if that type is not available, and I'm not going to say because they're all in jail, because I'm not going to put that on anybody, but at the end of the day, if that type that you like is not available for whatever reason, check your list, check it twice, check it 3 times, and make sure, because like Dr. Phil says, if that's not working for you, you might want to change up your list. You know what I mean? Because the numbers don't lie, and there's available men out here. If it's important for you to be culturally similar to your man and have the same cultural background, I get it. But don't give up. Don't give into negative statistics that keep you on the bench. Broaden your horizons. That's just I'm just trying to give some encouragement. Take it however you want, and that's to anyone out here. So not just specific to one person, and that's it. Ernesto is not the end all be all,
right?
So, and every man is not in jail. That's just my opinion.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Did the link get you in? Oh, okay. Go ahead. What you got?
Yeah, I got to listen to you when you talk loud. I hear you get wilder when you talk loud.
And there's options. You may not want to leave the DMV, but guess what? You go on a trip to Puerto Rico, and guess what? You meet someone when you're walking through the lobby, and a year from now, you guys are walking down the aisle in Jamaica, and you are happily married, and somebody is moving to your area, or you never thought you would be living in Chicago. You know what I mean? Life is funny like that. All I'm saying is just open your mind. You know what I mean? Just be open. It'll happen. There's plenty of men out here, and it's just, when I see comments like that, I just feel like I must say,
I can't talk too loud.
I know you can't, but I need to get that aggressive out you. So I get the roar. I got to get that out you because you get going.
Oh, no, you don't want that.
Yeah, that's how you talk to me anyway. Shit.
Not always. You don't want that.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I was just looking, and I was doing a comparison in my head yesterday, because I went out yesterday. I'm not going to sit in the house all day, so I went out to this bar. But anyway, just looking at it, everybody's page is a reflection of them in a sense, right? And I look at your page, and I look at what you post, and what you want people to see, what you want people to know, right? That's basically what the pages are. You want people to see.
So this guy's sitting in jail for 4 months. He's married. Sonya is a waste. Sonya is a single woman. We don't know what she's out here doing. She might just be passing time with Nesto girl. She might have a whole fiance, okay? This chick is on the phone with this girl, not to mention there's always the option that she is the ops, right? She's sitting here on the phone with this guy, and she is studying his Instagram, okay? He's so flattered, he doesn't even ask her why she's all up in his Instagram when she's got him on the phone, right? But she's over here studying his Instagram, trying to learn more. He doesn't ask her one question about why, other than he's so flattered that she's checking out his page. And it's just weird to me.
You want people to know about you, right?
Okay.
You have a lot going on. Because you can have those things and never post them. You get me?
Okay.
But you have them and you post them. So there's a reason for that.
Sonya, don't you know he's a con man? That's part of the con. That's part of the scheme. He's got to have a persona for people to buy into the lifestyle, because when he opens his mouth, people are like, what are you doing? But then when they go look at his Instagram, they're like, oh, okay, he may buy and trade cars, he's some sort of a businessman, he's well traveled, look, he's got a influential circle of people that he knows, he takes pictures with celebrities, that maybe those people are clients of his, who knows, right?
Have nothing. No one can say anything about me because they really don't know where I ever live, what I drive, anything about me. When I go out to places, when I like certain events, I never post anything about me, right? Because it's better to be under the radar than above.
So she's giving him some good advice. She's saying it's better to be under the radar than above. But being out here is part of what he has to do. He lives in a city where Instagram is his business card versus building a reputation of deals that he's closed. You know, most people, um, when they are dealing in a legitimate business and you have references, people can say, oh, yeah. I mean, I've done business with him. Like he was saying, he wants to sell insurance. He wants to get into financial, he wants to further deepen his financial scheme game, right? Um, he, you have to have a proven track record for your network to be able to vouch for you as a viable resource and recommend you and say, I know a guy who does this. How many of you have, like, when your friend says they are looking, they're going to do something and you're like, oh, I know somebody. I know somebody. Oh, you know what I mean? Like, oh, well, if you need a real estate agent, let me know. Or if you need a good insurance agent, let me know. Or I deal with so and so at the bank. Or this person did my mortgage. They were awesome. Or, oh, you need a house cleaner. You need a housekeeping service. When people know you and they trust you, they see your home, everything kind of matches up on face value, and they trust your recommendations, right? Ernesto doesn't have a proven track record of closing deals. He has a track record of shenanigans. He can't send people to go talk to people that he's done business with because they are all on record at the police department. Okay. So his Instagram has to speak for itself. That's why he doesn't have all kinds of success stories. He's not speaking at events. He's over there in parking lots at Walmart on a damn $200,000 bus scheming. Okay. He's over to the barber shop where people are paying him to sit in his chairs. There's no one who is really able to say, Ernesto brokered me this deal, brokered me that deal. It was success. It was a success. Maybe those people do exist, but that's not what's being featured on his Instagram. It's him profiling as a husband. It's him profiling as a well-dressed man who drives nice cars. It's him talking mumble talk, to your point, Joey, about chauffeuring. He's in the service industry. He's in the service industry, but he wants to play like he is in the cars, and he's also in finances. But he's a service provider. He cuts hair, which is, you know, a very good profession where you can make a lot of money. And he's got a series of cars where he offers chauffeuring services to people who come to his business. That's what it seems like he's been up to, amongst other things, right?
I found that out. Plus I don't, do people.
Oh, Alpha says she's
And
not at
like
work.
your
You think she's
friend, how
just
he said,
pretending?
you living a normal life. It ain't you.
Okay. So what that supposed
Her,
to mean?
right?
He not finna listen. Normal life, what you're saying, I get that. But when I open my business is my wife, my girlfriend, my sex partner. When I get into business, when I really into business, I'm tunnel vision like that because I know what business do for me and whatever's around me. So that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I sleep on the floor. I probably won't take a shower in the goddamn sink. I make a way to survive in my business because my business is a reflection of myself. So that's why you ain't seen that part. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so nobody never. I give them that, but they don't want. Nobody wants to see that. They want to see the finished product. That's all people care about. You know what I'm saying? They don't know how you fucking got it, how you did it. They're like you. If I can go somewhere with you, man, how you got her, man? I love her personality. But they don't know how the fuck I got them. Got you? They don't know no detail. They just looking at what they see in front of them. They don't know your struggle. They don't know shit. They just want you. They just want you. That's it. It's a shame. It's a shame. But anyway, what is your fucking end game? You got an end game plan. You got a motive. So I want to hear it. If I don't hear
I
it right
don't
now,
have anything because
Now, what you laugh? Why you always laughing?
Why are you always laughing?
I'm sorry. You really
That's a
can't.
good thing that you laugh.
So how I feel like everything pretty much is at a standstill.
We know he can't sell insurance, but he likes to use people, so he would probably use someone who can. He's the type of person that he'll have the LLC or the business in some he'll probably he knows I'm sure he knows someone who may want to sell insurance, send them. Look, and I'm sure it takes a long time to get to be a broker or to have your own agency and things like that. Those things are earned through the agency, through the companies that you sell for. But let's just say this: Ernesto likes to talk, so that's number one. Number one, he's a con man. Number two, he likes to talk. Number three, we know he's not qualified. But number four, I don't think that stops him from trying to do what he wants to do. So if I'm not saying it would be legal, but that doesn't seem to stop him, right? Because credit repair and some of the things that he's been accused of are not illegal, are not legal. They're not enterprises that he can engage in, number one. And number two, some of those things are not legal in the state for him to do, like credit repair and things of that nature, right? So that's, he's a talker. Okay. So we know that. Yeah.
I can't hear nothing you thinking. Is this a later on? This is a 3:30 conversation?
Yes, pretty much. Yeah. Hold on. Gotta close the door. I'm about to go outside.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Y'all supposed to have walkie-talkies. Y'all supposed to have another phone to check while y'all, what kind of shit you got going on?
Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. I said,
When Shirley told him that the way he moves around in these streets, he needs to have his T's crossed and I's dotted, she knows exactly what she was talking about. Ma'am knows that he has shady, this is my opinion. Ma'am knows that her husband's businesses may or may not have been completely on the up and up, because if not, why would you say that? So she knows good and well, or has some sort of awareness that sir has problems. Okay. And for her to tell him that he needs to clean up his act to be able to navigate out here, to do what he needs to do to bring home the bread that she wanted him to bring home, or that she wants him to have, because let's face it, I mean, she might be like, that's my paycheck. Okay. What I make is mine. What you make supports us. I mean, we don't know what their arrangement was. We know that sis was living in a back room, but that doesn't mean she didn't have any money. We know that she eventually stopped paying for his lawyer, but that doesn't mean that she didn't have the money. But what we do know that has been documented, when she filed for bankruptcy, she had almost $500,000 in back taxes to the federal government. She owed taxes to Georgia, upon many other things. So and the bankruptcy filing was never completed. It was dismissed rather than discharged. So she, no matter how much money sis is making, sis may still potentially have all this debt that she's having to pay off, on top of paying for his very expensive lawyer that he had once upon a time. So all that, right?
pretty much everything's at a standstill because we have to kind of see how everything plays out, right?
Okay, what's at a standstill?
What's at a standstill?
Yeah.
I have to put my feelings at a standstill. I can't really. Am I echoing because I'm in a hallway?
No, I can listen to it. Go ahead. That's Bud. As long as you talk a little, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
It just feels like, okay, so before this April situation happened, right? We were good on my end. You've always been good on your end because,
Before this April, the month of May, April, I'm assuming she's not talking about someone named April. So she said, before this April situation happened, what happened in April?
I don't know what you're trying to do. You don't really talk about it. But now, I feel like if you got your little situation, marriage, not the case for marriage, that kind of changes how I need to be.
You talking about
So, but she knew he was married. She knew he was married. So it's like something happened in April. Now, with this situation, she's got to put her feelings on hold because he's married.
my jail situation?
No, I said marriage.
Oh,
No,
man,
I
come
said
on, we
marriage.
passed that shit. I'm on something.
I said marriage. I didn't say nothing about jail.
Okay, well, I'm not listening. I'm gonna tell you, once we sit down and talk face to face, this them pieces gonna come all the way to you, and you're gonna sit your head down somewhere. And
And that's fine, and that's why I feel like you talk to me when you see me.
yeah,
So,
okay, because I can't talk like I can't.
I know you don't talk about nothing on the phone, everything,
Yeah, because I really want.
Good.
I know you're a curiosity bunny. You're a curiosity bunny, and I like to lay the lines out because I'm in my 50s, so when I learned that from old school and I ask questions, they tell me, then I look out how their motto is. When you get past 50, you don't give a fuck. You don't worry about what nobody's thinking about. You got to think about how you rolling. So that's how I've been rolling for a very long time. So what I'm saying to you, you're in my life for a fucking reason. I don't need 50 fucking women. I don't need all that. It's your team gonna keep you going. That's what's going on. See, I'm a person I can see past the motherfucking life. A lot of people can't. You can see past the life, but you start limiting yourself, and I ain't gonna let you do that shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna allow you to limit yourself. Now I'm dead serious. My situation, your situation, you could be with a nigga goddamn fucking all the money out. I don't give a fuck about none of that. At the end of the day, you can't sit down and talk to that nigga like you talk to me. Even if it was a bitch, you couldn't talk to him like you talk to me. So that's a great
Right.
thing right there. You can't give them traits up, man. You can't pay for that. So all the feelings and all that shit, I can have feelings too, but I have to keep myself out of limited edition. I love you, but I ain't gonna let myself go fucking crazy because you're the type of motherfucker you would, a nigga can go crazy over you. I can't allow myself to get like that because you're a good, genuine person. And on top of that, loyalty is a motherfucker.
Okay, wait 1 second. So yes, we know Jay Blake, we addressed that. We know he can't sell insurance. He's talking out the side of his mouth. But I'm sure somewhere someone is fronting someone who is doing something inappropriate in insurance. And if there's a hustle he could try to do, I think he would try. But we know that. He'll use the client's personal information to scam. Absolutely. Um, at this point, he's trying to, yes, I think that's where we're headed right now. What happened in April? I would be curious to know. Something happened in April that made her want to pull back because she says you're married, right? So didn't she know he was married? I mean, we know she knew he was married, but something happened in April to make her feel some type of way about what he's got going on, and maybe to make her think that the marriage was more serious, because a man who's serious is not talking to a woman outside of his marriage, okay, about some nonsense and all the stuff that he talks to Sonya about. That's not a seriously married man, okay? um so something had to have happened to make her say what happened in April made me want to pull back my feelings, and now I'm going to have to kind of pump my brakes. And now he's telling her, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I don't need 50 fucking bitches. I just need my team, which that still could be Shirley on there. Um, and you, and I need you to, I need you to clock in on what we get ready to handle over here. Right. He's talking that stuff to her. Right. So let's keep going.
That you can't pay for that shit. You can have all the money in the world, but that shit don't mean nothing. Nigga is selfish. I'm just being honest with you.
No, that's true.
Yeah, so what
Oh,
we
and good morning to everyone. Last time I said good morning, there weren't even 200 here yet. Good morning. We have 453. Guys, hit the like button for me, please. I would so appreciate that. Let's go ahead and get the like button popping. There's only 407 likes at this moment. So let's go ahead and handle that business with this pleasure. I so appreciate that. Um, Joey is in the house. Red Lipstick Hustler Lily, Jay Blake, V Smalls, Sharon, good morning. Adrian, good morning. Dr. A, everyone. Walk by faith, not by sight. Good morning, sis. I see you. Renee, good morning to everyone. Miss Grace, he likes to talk. He doesn't say anything, at least nothing of substance. Well, he's talking that talk right now. He's talking that kind of he's talking player talk to her. It's speaking to her. It wouldn't say nothing to me, and I'm sure it won't say nothing to you, Miss Grace. But he's speaking her language. That's why she's giggling.
We got going on. That's some strong chemistry. You need to goddamn think about some other shit right now. How we gonna win? Keep winning. You keep my mind
I'm
motivated.
already on that part.
You what?
I'm on that part.
What part?
Business. I'm already on that. I think about that all day, every day.
I know that, but I'm talking about when it come out, me and you and your feelings.
That's,
Your feelings ain't shit. You know what your feeling is? It's in the right place. Okay. If you're sitting around being idle, your mind go wandering. You ain't, in this case here, you ain't got shit to wonder about. They're 1-2. 1-2. That's it. Nigga ain't got that much time a day to talk on to 50 other bitches on the phone unless that's his fucking job. That ain't my motherfucking job. I'm a loner. That means that I like to go look at shit by myself. I like to research by my fucking self. And whatever come to me, I can appreciate that. So that's what I keep trying to explain that to you. But, you know, you got that old head rule. Oh, nigga got this going on. They got that. Man, remember I told you, women don't talk to me like that because they're afraid of what the fuck I got going on. I ain't got to have no material shit. They don't talk to me like that. In your head, because that's what you like. You understand what I'm saying?
mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't have that goddamn flame blame every day. Walk up and do, ooh, I hear niggas talking. Man, women, they be chasing me. I don't have that type of shit going on. It's a fear factor. I'm just being straight.
Intimidation.
Huh?
Okay, I see a lot of people making comments about the wife, girlfriend, sex partner. Um, what he said was when he's working in his business, when he's starting a business, he said his business is his wife, girlfriend, sex partner, right? So the basically the way I interpret that, if I was going to open my Nesto's player manual, what I take that as is his business is everything. He's on his hustle mode. He's on his grind. He's not interested in anything else, which just tells you that women are just kind of second fiddle to him. He's about his money and his things. Um, right now, while he's kind of trying to defend that he's is materialistic, he's actually gaslighting Sonya, in my opinion, by telling her that it's more important to her than it is to him. But we know how important it is to Nesto, because if it wasn't important to Nesto, um, he would have actually had legitimate deals. He wouldn't have a series of people showing up to police departments accusing him of theft by deception. He would actually make good on the deals that he does with people. He wouldn't have people saying, I requested, I have a contract, we had a deal, and he never came through. If he was really about his business, then he would complete his deals. He would come through on his word, right? So because he is of a certain type of business, that's not the case. And again, back to the Instagram having to be a certain type of way because people kind of equate that with, oh, he must be successful, right? They're making an assumption. That's his reference. That's his business card, right? But when he made that reference about wife, girlfriend, sex partner, I think he just means that like his business, when he's focused in his business, that's what he's doing. That's everything. We can go back and listen to it if you want to.
Intimidation.
Yeah, but I can walk out looking like a straight bomb. Motherfuckers that's not from the talk to me. I can walk around regular. Ain't gonna talk to me. I could be in the best motherfucking suit and tie. They ain't gonna talk to me. I done been all around that shit. That's what I'm trying to tell you. In your head, Oh, I don't believe. I don't give a fuck. That's like you. You can get 50 days tonight. It's in my head to believe yes or no. No, I gotta go what I see and what I understand. I don't give a fuck about that. I care about how you care about me. That's what I care about. How you handle me. That's a,
He said you could have 50 saucisses a night. I don't care about that. How you can handle me. He is legitimately a pimp.
most
Yeah.
important thing the motherfucker should be really concentrating on. You know what I'm saying? That's why I chill at you on whatever you got going on. You sick, you ain't sick, you can your business going, however you got going on, I chill in all your motion. Because I'm into you.
Hey Jay, good morning.
You gotta understand that part. You into me no matter what it is. I ain't getting that treatment from it. Man, that motherfucker out of help. Motherfucker ain't looking for my motherfucking ass. They ain't checking for me. They done move the fuck on. That's the name of the game. You think I'm worried about that shit? No. There's certain things I don't want the people to handle my business for me. I call my young brother. He good for. He handle business. He all over the world. But
Did he
he
hook
ain't
that stuff up for you?
he what?
Were you able to call him?
No, I ain't calling yet because I don't feel like all that yet to business because everybody know I'm very anal when it comes out to business. I let you
Mm-hmm.
talk, but when that business ain't your time to crack handle business and you shutting the job, I get very angry because I don't like that. Because you want me to do something on my shit. So that's all. No, I haven't called yet.
Your
You
son? You
understand?
talk to your son? Mm-hmm.
No, I haven't talked to him. I ain't talked to nobody. I talked to
Oh, okay.
Mrs. for 5 minutes, and she out there doing her thing with her little friends. So with her supposed to be so called friend, but that's okay because they need to stay fucking busy. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to move on because I'm coming out with a motherfucking storm. Everybody know that shit. So I ain't killed nobody. I ain't did nothing like that. I ain't out here where I'm goddamn ministers of the fucking society. It's Nick night
Gosh, he can't even say men's is the society.
all day. Got way worse shit I got going on, so I'm not pressing it. The only thing
Mm-hmm.
I'm on now is what you talk about. That's what I'm on. So I can appreciate that. So if
Okay.
we say,
No. I said okay.
yeah, my life is weird. When I got locked up, I had left a girl. She gave me her number. Wanted to come work for me at a fucking truck stop. That same truck stop, serving food for goddamn $10 an hour. $10 an hour, because the lady, the manager, been knowing me 20 years over there. I said, man, why don't you let her come work for you? I told her no. And when I got locked up, the folks took all my phone, my everything, and that's the only number I had in my motherfucking wallet. She the one called. Yeah, she the one called had that number, and they gave me my motherfucking They gave me the wifey number, and she won't pick the fucking phone up. The lead person I thought they was gonna do something for me is the motherfucker did something for me. Took my phone, took the collect call, text the wifey. That's how I started getting communication. Somebody I never thought they were gonna look out for my motherfucking ass.
Did you guys hear that? So he met a girl at a truck stop. The owner of the truck stop said, "Why don't you let her come work for you?" He said, "No." He got her number. Let's listen to that one more time.
They gave me the wifey number, and they gave me my motherfucking They gave me the wifey. I had left a girl. She gave me her number. Wanted to come work for me at a fucking truck stop. That same truck stop, serving food for goddamn $10 an hour. $10 an hour, because the lady, the manager, been knowing me 20 years over there. I said, man, why don't you let her come work for you? I told her no. And when I got locked up, the folks took all my phone, my everything, and that's the.
When he got what?
And when I got locked up, the folks took all my phone, my everything. I told her no. And when I got locked up, the folks took all my phone, my everything,
Oh my
and that's the
God. Does
only
anyone
number
know
I
what
had
he
in my
said
motherfucking
when he got loaded up? Oh my God.
phone, my everything, and that's the only number I had. And when I got locked up, the folks took all my phone, my everything, and that's the only number I had in my motherfucking wallet. She the one called. Yeah, she the one called had that number, and they gave me my motherfucking They gave me the wifey number, and she won't pick the fucking phone up. The lead person I thought they was gonna do something for me is the motherfucker did something for me. took my phone, took the collect call, text the wifey. That's how I started being communication. Somebody I never thought that was gonna look out for my motherfucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit real. So when I get the
I don't understand that if he's talking about how he and Shirley got into communication when he got to the jail, because that might be a lie. Because we know Shirley said that she was getting collect calls. She didn't know who was calling, so she didn't answer the phone. And then wasn't it Dion or Laverte? Somebody, one of the kids, um, got in contact with her and told her that he was calling. And then she was like, oh, okay, well, let me pick up the phone. Am I remembering that correctly? I'm like 15 minutes behind in the chat, guys. Let me see what I'm gonna scroll down. So I'm gonna miss some of you guys' comments. Okay. Um, the phone was locked, but how would she get his phone if he was arrested? Did anyone understand? I did not. Locked up, girl. We we know, sis. Anyone coming in the chat, we know all about insurance. And no, he could never. He's got a felony. We know. So yes, we got that. Thank you. Have no fear. The insurance game supposedly is safe. But we know there's people out here doing all kinds of stuff. Just read the Tim Norman case. When he talks, the country really, okay. Um, if he go out, I don't even know. Um, huh. So maybe he's not talking about this situation. Maybe he's talking about. Let's just listen to it one more time, because it's like, what does that have to do with anything? But I guess he's trying to tell her that someone he didn't know well was actually someone key to helping him. But that's a dumb argument. But let's see.
you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they need to move on because I'm coming out with a motherfucking storm. Everybody know that shit. So I ain't killed nobody. I ain't did nothing like that. I ain't out here where I'm goddamn ministers of the fucking society. You know, it's Nicky night all day. Got way worse shit I got going on, so I'm not pressing it. The only thing I'm on now
Not
is what
pressuring
you
it.
talk about. That's what I'm on. So I can appreciate that. So if
Okay.
we say,
No, I said okay.
yeah, my life is weird. When I got locked up, I had left a girl. She gave me her number, wanted to come work for me out of
When I got locked up, I had left a girl. That's weird way to say it. When I got locked up, I had left a girl
fucking truck stop. That same truck stop
at a truck stop. That same truck stop,
serving food for goddamn $10 an hour.
she had been serving food for $10 an hour. Do you remember somebody from the comments said he left someone named Lakeisha in California? He left her somewhere. Where'd you leave her? Now we know he has a Lakeisha Williams who's his daughter. But I don't know. This is a very interesting story that he's telling right here. Um, when he got locked up, he had left someone at a truck stop. She had been working at that truck stop for $10 an hour. The owner of the truck stop asked him to give her a job. He said, hell no. How did you leave a girl at a truck stop that you don't know, that you didn't offer a job to, and then you took her number? I don't know. It kind of doesn't make sense, but I feel like it's something. This man is interesting. Who pays the bills? Lawyer bill.
$10 an hour because the manager been knowing me 20 years over there. I said, man, why don't you let her come work for you? I told her no. And when I got locked up, the folks took all my phone, my everything, and that's the only number I had in my motherfucking wallet. She the one called. Yeah, she the one called her that number, and they gave me my motherfucking They gave me the wifey number, and she won't pick the fucking phone up. The lead person I thought they was gonna do something for me is the motherfucker did something for me. Took my phone, took the collect call, text the wifey. That's how I started being communication. Somebody I never thought that was gonna look out for my motherfucking ass.
Mm-hmm.
So this shit real. So when I get the tripping and shit, when it come down to you, I got my reason why. You understand that?
Because you're a valuable asset, Sonya.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't tell everybody I fucking love them. If I got a reason, I got a reason why I do my thing. So I don't tell everybody that shit because that shit don't mean nothing to everybody. I learned that when I was in LA.
Yes. Okay. Hold on.
Okay, cool. Bye.
In this next call, you will hear Ernesto talk about his YouTube channel with Sonya. They go on to have a more intimate conversation. Take a listen.
Thank you. Okay, what you got going on now, Flo? I called
Hello.
you.
What?
I called you. What you doing?
Listen, you. How are you?
That's good. But I called you. What you doing though?
Laying down, watching TV, my usual.
Oh, was your phone in ring or something?
Girl, do what?
It sounded like your phone did not ring. And I called
It
you earlier.
rang. Oh, when? Just now?
No, about 30 minutes ago.
You called me 30 minutes ago?
Yeah, it didn't ring. It just rang, that's it, and that's it.
Really? It was in my 30
Yeah.
minutes ago. It was in my back pocket because I was on my scooter. I went to go pick up my car.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but I should have heard it because I don't know. I could have not heard it, but I should have heard it because I was on the street, so I was riding outside.
That's what it was.
Because I charged my car down the street and then I ride my scooter back, to the house and then I go get it. And I fired it up and throw it in the car.
Okay.
How are you?
All good now. I got your full attention, so come on with it.
You always got my full attention.
So he's tracking her down. He wants to finish this conversation. Sis, are you down or do I need to move on to the next number? Because I've been working you for a minute and now, like, I don't know what's going on. So he wants to talk. He's trying to make sure he got stuff solidified. I think he is attempting to make a point that a stranger will have your back before you think you think will. Yeah, I guess. Or just yeah, yeah, absolutely. But at the end of the day, that story, I don't know if that story applies to this situation because we know he's been locked up several times. He's had a ton of arrests, right? When Shirley said he was been in jail 3 times, that doesn't necessarily mean like in and out the next day. When you listen to his portfolio, his rap sheet, Sir seems to be in and out, in and out, in and out. So um how did he get Sonia's number? That's a good. Because they would have made contact in Fulton because remember she was sending him mail to Fulton County and she was inquiring, did it get forwarded? So they'd been talking since Fulton County. So, and they've been knowing each other for a minute. I think they're going to talk about that here. There's other calls where they talk about how they met, like one night outside of a club or something, and that she was over there in the motor coach. We'll have to go back to it. Some of this stuff, I mean, we've been listening to this stuff now for like a cool 2 months. And I've said this before a couple of weeks ago. Some of this stuff is like worth re-listening to or going back to going back to the reactions or going back to the original calls and re-listening to because we didn't know anything 2.5, 3 months ago, like of the backstory of these people, what they got going on. Sonia's 54. She got like 2, 3 kids, or she got 2 kids, a grandkid, all these things, Nesto. We still don't know a whole lot about Nesto, but what we do know and what's going on with Shirley and the backstory, all of those things, right? Let's keep going. How did he get Sonia's number? I don't know. Maybe she found out he got arrested through somebody and she reached out to Fulton County and went through the proper channels and sent him a note and put something on his books. I don't know, probably through the grapevine, because they had been having like a low key little tryst here and there. So they had something going on. So maybe it's possible she heard through the grapevine he got pinched and she went looking and found him. So it's resetting. Just give it just a minute. This was like a long call and we're already at an hour. So I feel like we're going to be here for a minute. So get your coffee, get your drink, because I feel like we're going to finish this. So, okay. All right. Let's see what some of your other comments are while this is taking a minute. Let me see where we are. We're at like right at 20 minutes. She's a monster.
I love to ride by myself. Give me a chance to get myself together and get my thoughts.
Okay. You speak Nesto now. Nesto's like a whole language. Shirley shut down her Instagram profile and is devastated. When did Shirley shut down her Instagram profile? Her Instagram's still up. Are you saying yesterday? She finally hired a private investigator and found out Ernesto had been involved with some woman. When did that live take place, Miss Intense? Because I heard that there was a live on her Instagram, but her Instagram is open. Wait a second. Her Instagram is open. So are you giving us some new information or what are you basing this on? Because I was looking at her Instagram yesterday. Let's see. Her Instagram's open, ma'am. That's her Instagram right there. My girl Shirley, 329,000 subscribers or followers rather. She's there. That's her Instagram. Now, there was a live allegedly that she did that nobody saw for some reason. Wait, oh, you can't see. Hold on. My bad. There's her Instagram right there. So her Instagram's up. So I'm not sure what you were referring to there. Some of, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know. Look, when we go over to Real Talk Bougie, I'm gonna talk about it. But okay. I don't know who said her Instagram was shut down, but I'm here to say it's available and it's still up. So she still has a bit, she still has a brand to handle. And I don't think in what she's got going on right now warrants her taking her Instagram down because sometimes for some people, a scandal is good for business, right? So she might be of that, that a scandal is good for business and she's just going to continue to not say anything. You know what I mean?
Come on with
You always got my full attention. What are you talking about?
I'm talking about on this real shit that I'm talking about now. I'm listening.
The real shit?
Yeah, everything I asked you, come on with.
Forever.
What is it? What you say?
I said forever.
Forever what?
Forever. You stuck.
You said I'm stuck?
You stuck, yeah.
Oh, well, what am I stuck about?
He's so stupid.
You sound, you're showing your age right now.
No, I'm not showing my age. I want to be clarity.
She has a electronic car. She goes down to the charging station. I think she's got I don't know if she has a Tesla or not, but she's got some sort of I don't know if it's a Prius or what. She's got something that she has to take down to the charging station. And she says she rides her scooter. So I don't know if she means like an e-bike or what, but yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you're showing your age.
Yeah, I get it that the truck stop girl helped him, but what did that? He was at a truck stop. It sounds like he left a girl. He said it started out, I left a girl at a truck stop, something like that, and it just sounded weird.
I want to hear.
Figure out why I can't find you on your little pad thingy thingy.
No,
Now this is giving me trouble. Let me see. Let me
don't worry
No,
about it.
not on that end.
Okay. No, I didn't click on that. I ain't got them a 7 day nothing of this shit. I mean, 7 days. I got 7 days for the court, and then
I know. Yeah. You get your bond. You get your bond. You get your bond.
Okay, why do you say that?
We got no reason. Your case isn't that serious. First of all, they only indicted you on the 2. So those 2 cases, the time frame's gonna be up on the other stuff. They're gonna throw that shit out. So the two cases that they have you indicted on doesn't even hold no weight, meaning you're not looking at 10, 20, 30, 50 years on that stuff. That's the only time it would be considered a risk where they can't let you out on bond. Either you're looking at too much time or you're a threat to the community. You're not a threat to the community and you're not looking at life.
Oh, I guess.
You get me? Okay. So there is no valid reason to say you're not a danger to society. You're not out here killing and shooting and raping people. And you're not looking at a shitload of time. So regardless of having everybody damn near in there got a record, that's over 30.
Right.
Hell, how many first offenders in there over 30? So to sit there and say, oh, you got a past record. Okay, Ian. Everybody in this bitch got a record.
That's true.
So, the record means nothing. I sent you the article. They gave this boy a bond out of Fulton County. He shot a police officer.
Okay, but hold on. You said I got some legal coming?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I want to hear you say.
Yeah.
Okay. Do I got some eye candy coming?
So I sent you some paperwork. I sent you some paperwork on the bonds. I don't know if you have a bond. The bonds in the area, and then this article regarding the guy who got the bond. And he was a gang member. He is a gang member, and he shot a cop when he was trying to deliver a warrant to him. He shot the cop 6 times. So he had attempted murder. Plus, he's a known gang member. He's affiliated with Young Thugs, like one of them, and he's got an extensive violent criminal background. And the judge gave him a bond. Now, the mayor got upset about it, and so did the DA, but they still gave him a bond. They ended up holding him because he violated probation, so they put a hold on him for probation. But they still initially gave him the bond on that case for shooting the cop 6 times. He got a bond. So,
when was that?
This little young dude, he's about 25, 30 years old. He's in Fulton County now. This was.
I love the Nene meme too. It's like he's only interested. Ernesto does have, I know narcissists, all of that gets thrown around a lot on YouTube. It's become kind of like a little bit of a YouTube cliche. But he does have a fascination with himself. He only wants to hear about himself. And when he hears about other people, it's kind of like, unless it's something, it's almost like Shirley in a way. It's like, unless it's something so like horrible and it's something that puts them in a better light, they're just like, what? It's like they don't even comprehend it. You got to repeat it one more time. And if it doesn't fit the narrative they're like, what? What?
How long?
This was a couple
they don't even
weeks
understand.
Ago. This wasn't long ago. This was recently.
They don't even have the brain capacity to understand something outside of what they think.
Yeah, on his first got a fucking bond.
He got a, they gave him a bond. He shot a cop 6 times. He had enough of a bond.
What the bond
Yes.
was?
I don't know how much it was. They gave him a bond. But he was on probation. So what that does is he still violated his probation for the 2 months. They held him on the probation hold. But they still give him a bond on the first case. Meaning once he goes and goes through with probation, and if they do anything or lost, they don't do anything, they're going to release him on the bond. Because he still got the bond. Just give
Right.
him the bond. You
Damn.
know? See what your lawyer is supposed to do. If he's supposed to look legally.
Yeah, it's not allegedly she took the video down. She did take the video down. It's gone. There's a couple things. That Shirley video, I've never seen hide nor hair of it. I just cannot believe that nobody recorded that. So Shirley goes live, never goes live. At least now she doesn't go live much. She went live. She sits there and starts dropping tea. Nobody recorded it. Nobody. I spent like an hour yesterday doing every single search I could think of. I went to Snapchat, TikTok, Twitter, everywhere looking to see if somebody posted this live stream that she allegedly did. I just cannot believe nobody recorded this. Okay, that's number one. Number two, so I'm just going to talk about it right here real quick. We'll just take a little break from the video. We're like pretty much almost, well, we're kind of in the middle of the video. Anyway, and we'll talk about it more over on Real Talk Bougie. So recently, SandraRose.com put up an article stating that they got from a reliable source. It wasn't released from Steve Harvey. It was on iHeartRadio. It wasn't from Prestige. What's the name of this? The radio company that was listed. I need to look and see who manages their situation. But on her bankruptcy, it was, I forget what the name of the company was, but let me not even throw a name out there. But there was a company name that, who she's contracted through to the Steve Harvey show, right? Who she lists as her employer of record. Okay. Even though we know she's 1099, all of those things. Anyway, it was said on that website that they got a reliable source and that she just signed a 5-year deal for $5 million. And like I said, I questioned it immediately. I sent a note to the website asking if they could cite a source. She gave me the source as a reliable source. Okay. So no source. She's saying she spoke to someone and she's keeping that private, and that's fine. Okay. But I was reading reading an article from MSN. So, their news site yesterday, and they were talking about, this whole thing that happened with Shirley. And then I look at the links, and they link again to Sandra Rose, right? For a couple of points that they made. And one of them is about Ernesto doing a 23-month sentence for some sort of a gun charge. So last night, if you were listening to Pam Esquire, she talked about a situation where there is someone with the same name, different birthday, more than likely not the same person. Because if Ernesto was actually doing a 23-month bid, because I think it's just been going around based on someone saying something and then people, it's getting repeated. I don't talk about it much because I have not found one thing about Ernesto doing 23 months. Because when I first heard about it, I went looking for it. I couldn't find anything. And when he was introduced, when they're talking about all of his offenses and convictions, wouldn't the assistant district attorney have mentioned he's currently why would you be at a bail hearing? So Pam said the same thing. Why would you be negotiating bail if somebody is already doing a 23-month sentence? There's no reason, because at the end of the day, he's stuck. He's doing a sentence, right? But even when they talked about his current charges and that he's basically like a frequent flyer in the system, when they've gone through all of his armed robberies, his this, his that, the other thing, and they're trying to figure out if he is a flight risk, if he is a menace, if he can or can't get bond. Why wouldn't they mention that he's gotten 23 months on some sort of gun charge with a silencer? So I don't think that that's him. I mean, I feel like 99% that allegation that's been thrown around. I don't know what Ernest Williams that is, but I don't think that's this one. Um, so I'm saying that to say, where did that come from? So I don't know. So that this is two situations. It's quite possible that Shirley's contract got renewed, maybe, and the source is a reliable source on Sandra Rose. And sandrarose.com is also reporting that Ernesto's doing 23 months. Where's the source? Where's the documentation? Where's the plea? Where's the final adjudication? Where is all that? So I don't know. I don't necessarily rely on that blog. I'm sure it's fine. I don't know who those people are over there. All I know is that I'm saying that to say this, like, what do they say? Believe half of what you see and none of what you hear. You know what I mean? Like, just check your sources on stuff. Um, when I see things, I try to go and find maybe two or three other things to try to back it up. I'm not a professional researcher, investigator. I am not a attorney. I'm just a mommy that likes to do commentary on lots of different things. But I'm I'm putting my eyeballs out on sandrarose.com for these two reasons. One of which, an unsubstantiated source on a contract being renegotiated out of cycle 2 years after a show was renewed for 5 years, and someone just got a 5-year renewal out of cycle with everybody else for double their pay, okay? Which it can happen. It actually can, I mean, it can happen. I believe that, but I don't know that that actually happened. Number two, um, basically reporting, and then now legitimate news organizations are picking up on this blog post that he's doing 23 months in Fulton County on a gun charge that I don't believe is him. It's just not him. So anyway, that's any comments on that? Let's see. Okay, that's something different. Um so the new bond hearing is going to be on the 13th. I've got it in my phone, 5 o'clock on the 13th. That doesn't have to do with anything of what I just talked about. That's something completely different. That's a different charge. I'm just talking about the blog site, sandrarose.com. I found that this week, I feel like I've got two discrepancies. I'm not messing around with that site anymore. That's just me. So that's that on that. Yeah, I need something to back it up. If I see something in an article and I'm not sure about it, I've never seen it, I'm going to go and fact check it to the best of my ability. And on two occasions on this particular website, I have felt like I've not gotten the
We researched
information
other cases in
substantiated
which
in
people
a way that
put
makes me feel
heavier threat to society
how I'm going to say
in
it.
that county or in surrounding counties, but mainly that county, who was granted a bond to make his case.
Right.
So then he'll say,
I
well,
got
this person in this county did just done out and he was given a bond, and it wasn't $1 million bond, it was a couple $100,000, but it still was a bond, you know? You could have put him on an ankle monitor, which that would be extreme because, again, he's not a threat. He's only got 2 felony indictments, which doesn't hold, a life sentence. It doesn't even, if found guilty, it doesn't even hold, maybe not even, I don't know the money amount, but it shouldn't even hold 10 years. So what are we talking about? Why is there no bond? He's not looking at 15, 20 life, that type of sentence. That's
Right.
that's
Yeah,
always a
true.
variable. Yeah, that's always a variable. But and you say it must be some personal vendetta with the or something like a witch hunt. You gotta use certain words where you just like it's a personal dig at the prosecutor and a detective was just coming
Yeah.
after this person. Whereas so it doesn't warrant a normal case. There's no reason he should sit in jail for over 90 days when he had the money to be bonded and he didn't get a bond. He was just under his crime. The charges were still just under investigation still. They can only at this point when you go to court, they can only look at what you've been indicted for at this point. Because that other shit's out the window. Whatever they didn't charge you with, it's out the window, which is all the conspiracy charges.
No, I still got that shit on there. That's what you said.
Remember the clock ticks on that, and they have so many days to indict you on that. If they cannot find enough evidence, it's thrown out, is what I'm saying.
Right. Well, I got a
So,
week here. Shit.
hmm?
I mean, I got a week. Anything can happen this week, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna check tomorrow and see if any other cases charges went to an indictment or if it's just still the two.
Right. Yeah, because I don't have bond on none of that shit. So, and they should run all together to bond me out. That's what I'm.
Well, that's what it's gonna be. When you go to your bond hearing, it's gonna be on all your charges.
Okay. Because I heard it say one charge. I ain't getting no
That
charge.
doesn't matter. They're gonna consolidate everything to one because you're under all of them. When you look your name up, it's all of them, but it's like one file with like 15 charges, 12 charges.
I got
You
you.
get me? And it's one
Right,
count.
I got you.
So even though this happened last year, that happened 2 years ago, and that happened this year, it's still,
Right, you got
bond you.
Yeah.
You get me? Yeah, they can consolidate all of them. That's what's gonna happen anyway. They're not gonna sit there and give you 8 different court hearings because they go by the date. Which if you did this in February, but you did this in January, and you said you did this in June, you know.
Right, I got you. Okay, so can we get back to now? Get back to what we were talking about earlier.
Yeah. Go ahead. You was talking about how much
Okay.
you love.
No. Yeah, I got that thought. We talking about.
Oh my God.
You know about that too.
Mm-hmm.
What's your name? What is this? I'm saying some clarification, because you know what? I'm a.
What do you need clarification? I'm the one that should be asking for clarification.
No, well, I'm trying to give you clarification. I'm trying to.
When you're saying the ADA, you're talking about his attorney, because his attorney is not a district attorney. His attorney is a public defender. She's from the public defender's office. So the assistant district attorney, or the ADA Taylor, was the black lady who was representing Fulton County. The other lady, his Hannah Rondon, she is a public defender. So that's the difference. So which one were you talking about? I rely on documented sources, and I mean trusted documented sources. Isn't talking with us, then I rely on documented sources. Yeah. So yes, that was she really did give a great perspective on some things. And one thing that she talked about that was mentioned, but altogether when she was talking about that's why I was talking about the gun charge specifically, that ties back into Sandra Rose. Sandra Rose reported that he was on some sort of a gun charge. I think even there was another YouTuber that may have. I need to go and double check, because sometimes you hear things in multiple sources, but one got it from the other, or whatever the case, whoever the sources are. Anyway, Pam stated that she saw a Ernest Williams who had a gun charge and was doing 23 months, but a different birthday, and more than likely not the same person. My point is this: when ADA Taylor introduced him, and she was going through the litany of his past crimes, there was no mention, and he just copped to 3 months ago a felony gun charge and is doing a 23-month sentence, because then what are we here for a bond? A bond would be irrelevant, right? That's my point. The 88 Taylor didn't mention it because he don't have it. If he was sitting there actually doing 23 months, you don't think that they would have mentioned that in the hearing? And also, like, there's no point in setting a bond at this moment, or I guess we can in future tense, because maybe with time served, you'll be out in 6 months. But at the end of the day, like, it's not on his jacket. It's not on him, because maybe, I think more than likely, but I guess, like I said, back to Sandra Rose, she's been reporting some news on this matter, and I'm questioning some of this news. The 23 months, I think they got that wrong. There is a Ernest Taylor in Atlanta who may be doing 23 months, but it's not Ernesto. It's not Shirley's husband. It's someone different. Also, I questioned that deal being renegotiated, and it's possible that can happen. I just found it kind of interesting. But nobody's going to complain. No one's filing a lawsuit with anybody because you're reporting that they got a big raise. I'm sure Shirley wouldn't. That's not something to be mad over, right? But it is important to fact check, certain things. But yeah, that kind of fact that's been circulating on the internet that Ernesto's already doing 23 months, I don't think that's not him. I'll be safe to say that, because I'm feeling like, you know what? That's right. When they were talking about all of his charges and the judge was asking, well, what about this? What about that? When did this happen? When they didn't mention anything about him accepting a gun charge recently, right? Nothing. Because it's not him. It's a different Ernest Williams. I guess, surprisingly, there are a lot of people named Ernest Williams in Atlanta, all in jail at the same time. But, stranger things have happened.
You can't give me clarification asking me questions. You can give me clarification responding and saying things.
Okay, I tried.
Sonya Cochran. I know, it's so funny.
Like 2%, but you got enough, but you didn't get it all. So here's one of these guys said, "Oh, I don't think you can live a certain kind of way." Well, this one, you know what? Can you hear me good so I get to talk? Can you hear me well?
Okay.
Hello. Okay.
I hear you perfect.
Okay. All right. So now, what I'm going to say to you is this right here. Did you say you're looking at my page the other day again?
Right.
See, he slept on it now. He's like, she's sitting there looking at my page. That's interesting. Okay. She's sitting there studying my page. She's sitting there studying me, right?
And I'm saying, why are you looking at my page?
That's what I said. Okay.
Looking for some clues? Or did you look at one thing you didn't look at? Did you look at that YouTube I got? I ain't got but two goddamn videos on it. When I built my 18-wheeler. Did you ever look at that YouTube? Did you?
I think it once.
Don't
ask me to recall it. I saw it once. I'll look again today, but I only seen it once, and that was about a year ago.
Okay. All right. When you look at it again, it's going to give you an answer of my character, and that will give you a roadmap of what you're dealing with and whatever you're trying to figure out. And I thought about what you said. That you asked my son, he gave you clarification. He gave you clarity. But what I'm going to say is this here. If you listen at that YouTube, I thought about today, that shit was 13, 14 years ago. Okay? I was on my way to NASCAR then. Okay? But my ex was so scary because I came home in a recession. But my ex, she was taking care of her fucking family. She was like you. You take care of everybody. You only got the brains. But when that recession hit, she lost a bulk of her income. Okay? So what I'm gonna say is the family started tripping because she come give that 10, 15,000 every time they got in trouble and all that. But we long story short is this here. God always put people in the right position at the right time. And what I'm gonna say is this here. If you listen deeply to the YouTube and the conversation that I was having with my son Ben, you'll see where I'm going with you in the future.
So I think he was talking about Carol. He said 14 years ago, I was with my ex and she was taking care of everybody. 15,000 here. She was the one with the brains. Then when the recession hit, she lost a lot of her income. Then we moved here to Atlanta. What? And then you dumped her. She got in and out, right? Because remember, she divorced him pretty quick, 2012 to 2014. Carol, right? So he might have been talking about Carol. My God, this man has a lot going on, but she fucked his head up, okay? Talking about his Instagram and how that she was looking through it and she's also kind of evaluating him. She sent him to bed thinking about how do I, because even though Sonya seems to be a hustler type chick, I think she feels a little intimidated because maybe she's, she's not with the Maseratis and going out for gelato and she's not fancy like Shirley. You know what I mean? Maybe she's not fancy and it made her feel some type of way and or maybe she wants to know that he can provide that for her. Maybe she's not used to that, but maybe she'd like to have that. I don't know. Because to me, if you know he's that way and you're not that way and you don't like that or you're intimidated by that, then why pursue it? But nothing makes sense with this woman because why are you on the phone with a man who's not available and not available, like not available in multiple different ways, right? Reading the 11 Alive article in October just last month, 20 cases ID where prosecutors missed court deadlines in Fulton and 90-day deadline to obtain an indictment bond and obtained. Can you send me a link to that, please, or drop that in the chat so we can pull that up when we're done? 11 Alive article from October last month regarding Shirley. Let me look it up. Okay, let me let y'all listen to this while I'm looking that up. That doesn't surprise me. That would.
He don't put the wrong people in the space when I need the most to build my Noah's Ark. So you know what Noah's Ark is?
Your art.
Yeah. Oh, what is that? What's your name about?
Because you tickle me. Go ahead.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to say is that what I got going on myself is I'm always going to win, but I always going to have a little hiccup to go push me through the tunnel. It's going to push me to the tunnel. This moment when I'm going through these 9 days.
Right.
It's only going to make me stronger. Because I already told the people I forgive them. I already told them that, but they didn't understand what the fuck I was saying. You know what I'm saying? So when they see me doing my thing, like, this nigga told me he forgave me, and I wasn't thinking. So I already got the blood off my hands. I told the person, that same person, I forgive you. You know no better. That's what Jesus told the people that were stoning and whooping him to death. Y'all just don't know no better.
Did you
So
go
now
to
what I'm
church on that
saying
growing
is
up?
that, no, I did not. No, I
Okay,
did
go
not.
ahead.
No, I didn't. No, I did not. No. Cause what nigga? What nigga?
Right. Exactly.
No. Let me tell you what it is. God just send me the people I need to give me what I need out of the Bible or the Quran or whatever the religion come to me or who the leader was supposed to be in these books. I don't even read them. They come and tell me what the deal is. So what I'm saying to you is that God puts in me I'm sorry that you don't, how you read, but
He said these
God
books, I
put
don't
to
even read them.
me, I'm the deal is. So what I'm saying to you is that God put to me, I'm sorry that you don't, how you read, but this is how your boy wrote. God put people in my life to help me make decisions where I'm going and where I ain't going. When I tell you,
What he's telling you, so the Noah's Ark reference, people thought no, you guys already know by now. No, people thought Noah was crazy. Anyway, he took two of everything, so that was interesting. But he didn't. I don't know if he took two wives, but he took his family and then two of everything. But that's besides the point. But he says that he's trying to tell her that he is a leader. Okay, and he's also telling her, in my opinion, this is how I'm interpreting this. I'm the leader and bitch follow. Okay, excuse my language for anybody who's sensitive to that, but I think that's what he would like to have said. Follow, or you know what I'm saying, like, get on the bus, let me know. I feel like this is a little bit passive aggressive, as you can hear, because he's basically telling her he is the leader and he needs people who are good followers. Okay, he
I
needs
told
good
the person,
followers.
that same person, I forgive you. You know no better. That's what Jesus told the people that were stoning and whooping him to death. Y'all just don't know no better.
Did you
So
put a
now what I'm
cancel
saying to
icon
you is
up?
that
He's basically trying to tell her, like, you don't know what I'm doing. You don't know the full story. I got you. I just need you to be like, why he's being so aggressive with having to push this forward, because that's what these three calls are. But do you remember when Dion was like, you probably scared her off because you don't know how to finesse things. You don't know how to you don't know how to finesse it. You don't know how to butter somebody up. You probably scared her off. Okay. Do you remember that?
no, I did not. No, I
Okay,
did
go
not.
ahead.
No, I didn't. No, I did
Mm.
not. No, because what nigga? What nigga?
Something is wrong with him,
Right.
y'all. This man is
Exactly.
weird.
No, no. Let me tell you what it
Sis,
is.
not only
God
okay.
just send me the people I need to give me what I need out of the Bible or the Quran or whatever. The religion come to me or who the leader
Did he say out the corona? Hold on.
give me what I need out of the Bible or the Quran or whatever.
Did he say corona?
Send me the people I need to give me what I need out of the Bible or the Quran or whatever. The religion come to me
Maybe he said Quran, but
or who the leader was supposed to be. And these books, I don't even read them. They come and tell me what the deal is. So what I'm saying to you is that read them. They come and tell me what the deal is. So what I'm saying to you is that God put to me, I'm sorry that you don't, how you wrote, but this is how your boy wrote. God put people in my life to help me make decisions where I'm going and where I ain't going. When I told you, if I hadn't told people, I forgive you.
thank you,
I'm
Jen.
sorry I did that. I said, I forgive you. If I didn't forgive the people, I would not be with a good person like you right now. If I didn't forgive them people. You understand what I'm saying?
I
So
agree.
you got what I'm trying to say now.
Yeah.
So really
I always try. Listen, you always tell a story in a sense. I always have to like kind of figure out what you actually saying when you talk to me, even when you were out. So I
okay.
understand what you're saying.
But I'm gonna get better once I get out there with you, because I don't have to really I can really just say what the fuck I really wanna say in front of you. Not being
Right.
yeah, I can really get out because I don't do nothing for just be doing shit. It's always gotta be a reason and a rhyme. That means that well my situation now is that situation is a great situation for to help others who want to help themselves and be a strong unit. It's just what it is that some people don't they want to put labels on shit they don't even understand. You got what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's when yeah, and that's why we try to tell people. Start trying to label something you understand the
Thank you,
unit.
Andy.
Everybody play a position in the part. You're like, well, you have a situation but you wouldn't have a situation, but you would have a situation because you know them folks are good to you, but you're gonna be too kind. You know,
One thing I know is Ernesto better stop messing with that. I mean, he can't help it. He either has no teeth in, he got missing teeth. Sir is special, but one thing I know, you can't like hopefully he's not messing around with the name of the holy book on we know he's not doing it on purpose. Sir gets it honest, he just can't speak. But it sounded like corona to me. But he is very lazy with that tongue. So yes, thank you to the super stickers. Y'all, thank you. I just looked up Galaprant for mummy for some pain medications. Yeah, because I spend about 200 a month on prescriptions. But hopefully that's something that can kind of bridge her in between her major doses because she's just has arthritis. But she's also almost 17, so we have to give her some grace, right? Um, yeah, he's an old mush mouth. I think basically he's trying to give her a long speech on basically, sis, get on the bus, sit down, stop asking questions, don't worry about what I was doing. Don't stop looking at my Instagram. Are you looking for clues? Things of that nature. Are you looking for clues? That was kind of, I think that fucked his head up a little bit when she said that she was like perusing his Instagram and kind of almost studying it in a way and also judging him. That messed his head up last night because he got right on up and got on that phone and was trying to, talk about it as she's sitting at work. Now, this next conversation coming up is going to get real spicy, guys. I know we're going to go over 2 hours. We might be like one more hour. So I know y'all get ready to go lunch and everything. So I think we can do it before y'all break for lunch. And then I'm going to handle some business and then we're going to go over because I want to talk about the California charges. I don't have a lot of information on the California charges, but I was re-listening to what Majeski said about the California charges. And I'm just going to say this. They have something to do with, and I'm sure you all heard this. It has something to do with transporting stolen vehicles, one in LA County, one in Orange County. I'm talking about the charges in California because 2-3 months ago all it was, oh, he's got charges in California, oh, they're not extraditable. It was information overload. Now I'm telling you, when we hear things over and over again, it's kind of like, oh, okay. So I also have some ideas. Obviously, I'm not putting the Rico case together. I'm not on the team, but I am good at listening to details and kind of putting stuff together. I don't know. I just am. And I'm hearing, okay, so stolen cars from LA to Atlanta, selling cars that never get transferred. So he's selling people cars, but they never can get clear title. Where is my dun dun dun? So they got him on 2 counts of 2 situations that involve transporting cars from California to Atlanta. We have quite a few people who have given depositions and have had charges and have also taken him to civil court on some vehicles. He's got a pattern of dealing with people with automobiles and vehicles and not coming through with title for various reasons, typically because he doesn't have title on them for one reason or another. And then sometimes these vehicles have been found in front of properties who have been rented in not the most up and up terms. Okay. That's just what I'm hearing. So and I'm, okay. That might be what in the RICO is going on. They're just trying to put this all together because there seems to be there's something, and the white collar crew is picking this up. So I'm sure they're all into it. But there's definitely some like my friend would say patterns. Okay.
play the
patterns.
situation right where everybody's gonna be okay, and or you're gonna play the position you're just gonna be a selfish motherfucker all the way around the board. That ain't my style.
No,
Because
you never want to
you
be
can't be
selfish.
the person. You can't. Yeah, I ain't got time for niggas like that. I mean, I can't do that. That don't work for me. What works for me is that God give me the power. I got to use my power and just not heavy-handed. So, what I'm saying, when I deal with you, I try to deal with you in accordingly as not heavy-handed, gently, so I can get the best
His pimp hand is strong, but he knows how to use it weak or
out of you
soft.
that you're trying to provide for me to understand your character, your
Hey,
heart, what
Auntie.
you're trying to get out and produce for people to understand who you are as a full-blown ass woman. Everybody can't understand that. They worry about themselves. He is that. If you ain't got no big old ass, oh man, my girl got big old ass, but you got a dumbest nigga ain't thinking about what she can really bring to the table for you to say your monkey ass at the end game. That's why I ask you, what is your end game for an old man like me? For an old player like me? What is Sonya's motherfucking
What is my end game?
Yeah. What is your motherfucking end game? You gotta come on with this shit.
The pressure. It all depends on, how you are.
What you mean? I'm gonna say the motherfucking thing. I'm gonna say the thing. Listen, man, I'm gonna say the thing. I'm gonna do this. I'm not gonna beat you on the shit I know. I'm gonna gently give you the knowledge that you need. You see what I'm saying? Not to beat you up, to give you gently. I'm just like a encyclopedia. Niggas don't even read encyclopedias anymore. You're just like,
I know. I'll just be the shit. Encyclopedia.
you see what I'm saying? Niggas don't do that anymore. They don't even read anymore. They just pick up the phone.
They don't even know what they are. Encyclopedia.
No.
We have the World Book Encyclopedia.
I know. So tell me how you do your thing in the shower. Yeah.
What? Really? Really?
So he basically just pimp conversationed her, right? Guys, if you want some light reading or some listening, get The Art of Seduction by Robert Greene or The 48 Laws of Power. He just did a classic move right there. He talked to her about he was very aggressive he gave her a vision of Noah, right? Of a leadership qualities. He interwoven some ideology of which she doesn't subscribe to. If you listen, Sonya has said on numerous occasions she doesn't do church. She doesn't even do God. She's agnostic or atheist or whatever she is. I don't know, but she doesn't do God, right? But he's speaking from on high, right? You following me? And he is telling her how strong he is, yet he's in a very weak place. He's in the jail. He can't do shit. But he's telling her that he handles her soft because he really could handle her more aggressively. Sir, all she has to do is hang up the phone. Like, this is ridiculous, right? Homie is an interesting fellow, okay? And what does she do? She's like, it's forever. You're stuck. You're this. Da, da, da. Okay. And giggles. And then he closes with, and tell me about that shit you do in the shower. And she, Sonya is lost in the sauce. Okay. Sis has no play card. Her face card is invalidated. If it was really on some whatever happened in April, don't ask what happened in April. We don't know. But this call number 2 on this call that we are listening to right now, she stated that something happened in April to make her feel a different way. And because of that, she's kind of taking a step back in terms of communicating her feelings and what she wanted to do. And now he is on a mission to get her head back on straight. Okay. That's what this is all about. Okay. Let's continue with the foolishness.
My God.
And good morning. Good morning to everyone. Make sure to hit the like button for me, y'all. Okay. That helps me. And I appreciate everyone who has contributed this morning. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If you did not watch Pam Esquire last night, it was good. It was very good. It was very informational. It was very much lawyer perspective. And I so appreciated that. A lot of the things we talked about a couple of weeks ago, however, I think I'm behind in the comments. They're all floating up now. But as far as when she broke down the difference between like legit 88 Taylor, we talked about this, the lady with the press, the silk press that needed to be redone. Miss Taylor, sis did apply the law. She wasn't as well prepared as she should have been, but that's okay. She did her job, right? She accomplished the goals of the community of the county of Fulton. Sir is, sir's in jail, right? And with reason. She didn't just say he needs to be there. She gave the law. The judge factored it and she issued her judgment, right? For no bond at the time. Okay. Miss Ma'am, Miss Rondon, this is what I'm going to say. If Miss Rondon is in the bushes right now, ma'am, I would make my Twitter private. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to say it like that. That's number one. And number two, you need to go watch Pam's channel. Okay, Miss Rondon, if you're in the bushes, I can't help you, but lawyer to lawyer, you might want to go watch Pam's channel because she gave you some good advice last night, and that's what you need to go watch, sis. Okay, and if you did not watch Miss Pam last night, go check out her episode. I will put it in the pinned comments so you guys can check it out. If you did not watch Pam Esquire, she broke it down. Sylvia went to court like 2 weeks ago now and was in the bail hearing for Mr. Williams and got all the tea. We talked about it. I'll drop that video too so you guys can watch what we talked about 2 weeks ago. But sis broke it down from her view and perspective, which was it was very good. I enjoyed it. It like when I'm not chatting, I'm listening, y'all. I had it on the big screen, but I had it in my ears. I had the headphones on, and until the closing credits, I watched the whole thing, right? And it was very good because if I start chatting, girl, my ADD kicks in. And sis, it's a wrap. I'm all into talking to you guys, and I miss all of the interesting information and the different perspective, right? So, but yeah, very, 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 very good. So I will, I'll look it up and drop y'all that link. I'm sure you guys are all subscribed to Pam Esquire. If you just put in Pam ESQ, you got it right there. And last night's episode, quite enlightening. And I've also shared a couple of her other episodes before on my community post. So if you scroll on down, you will find that. Good morning, Auntie. Good morning. What's tomorrow? Thursday? If it's Thursday, it's a call-in. So tomorrow we will do call-in, and then we'll do some this weekend over on Real Talk Bougie. Let's try to finish this up in a decent amount of time before it's time to go get some sandwiches and salads. Okay. Because we're almost at 2 hours, guys. Okay. Ooh, okay. Thank you very much. Let's see. I sent a link for the 11 article further up in the chat. Okay. Let me restart this. I'm gonna scroll up and see if I can find it. Okay.
Oh my God, it's the best ever. I mean, you have to sit there and you concentrate. Okay. Then you gotta be in deep thought. And you gotta think about the person,
Oh, you know what?
Be throbbing.
You know what? When you drop the link, it might not have showed right away because links sometimes are blocked. So I might not have been able to see it. Let me see if I can find it. If I can't find it, can you send it on Instagram or an email and I can get it that way? But let me see if I can find it. Sorry.
Oh, good. It's been a couple of days. What? do that all the time. It's like once a week.
So sis masturbates, okay? Like they act like they're freaking 12 years old. Like, okay. What?
You know what I'm saying? They don't do that no more. They don't even read no more. They just pick up the phone.
They don't even know what they are. Encyclopedia.
No.
We have the World Book Encyclopedia.
Well, I know. So tell me how you do your thing in the shower. I want to hear it.
Sonia's hanging on, waiting on a payday that isn't coming. It's resetting for some reason, guys. Give me a second. Oh, no, that's not right. Okay.
Really? Really? Oh my God.
I want to hear that fantasy where you know how what he doing. I want to hear that.
Oh my God, it's the best ever. I mean, you know, you have to sit there and you have to concentrate.
Okay.
Then you got to be in deep thought. And you got to think about person, you know. So, you know, be throbbing. So good. It's been a couple of days.
What?
I don't do that all the time. It's like once a week.
Hey, I don't care if you did it every day. I just want to be there with you. I want.
You are there. Look, you are there. Trust me, you are there.
What you gonna do?
These two.
You are there.
You got old school shit.
Mm.
You gotta do that old school shit.
No, I don't old school shit. No, oh, I can't. You are beside my bed. Your pictures are beside my bed, so when I get up, you're the first thing I see. I didn't put you up in the office today. I was trying to concentrate because I can't concentrate with you looking at me on my desk. So I didn't put you up on my desk today.
You gonna run that little boss man crazy. You gonna run him crazy. He probably got that jagging off of his head now looking at you.
You so slow. What?
She's a mess. She's a mess and he's a mess. He's so inappropriate.
You know, I realize, like with you, he doesn't look at me. That's what he does. He doesn't look at me. Yeah, that's what he does. He doesn't look at me. Because I told him my hair is red, right? Red and black. And he came in the next day and was like, oh, wow, you did your hair. It's red. And I was like, I sat in front of you yesterday at your desk.
Because men that aren't interested in women, like not women in general, but just men who are not thinking about you sexually, they're not looking at you that way. They're just not. I mean, he's got business to handle. So he doesn't need to notice your hair. If a man is noticing too much about your clothes, your outfit, your hair, there are some men out there that are very aware and are very complimentary. But most of their wives are sometimes very uncomfortable with that type of behavior. That's not great behavior. And I think also for human resources purposes, men are also trained men are trained and to not be that way. Okay. If you walked around the office as a woman looking to see every man's eggplant in the office in their pants, somebody might talk to you. Okay. So him noticing your hair and commenting on your outfit or whatever, that's just not the business of the office. Like Sonya wants to get accolades. Okay. She's ridiculous.
And my hair was the same. He was like, really? He doesn't look at me.
Good. That's what that's perfect. That's what he's not supposed to be doing.
I mean, that's what he does. I don't think he's that type of person though, because he seems like a really, like, you know, easy, like laid back, not cheating, like quiet, like type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. He's there to do business. You are paid for a service, which is handling his business. And then y'all lock up the office and go home. He doesn't need to notice your hair. My God.
You know, he's very plain, you know, black dude. Love his wife, she's a sweetheart. But he's just like, when you get to talking, because we'll talk like gossip shit, you know, sometimes we're talking about like what's going on, and You know, how this rapper said and this rapper this, that, and the other. The rapper just got killed. Well, them kind
That name doesn't jump out at me from a name that I've seen previously, but I'll look into it. Um, I'll look into it. I don't know. Send me a note offline. Miss MJ, I don't see it in the chat. Can you message me on Instagram or can you send me a note? Love Lies Lace Fronts. Just do Love Lies Lace Fronts all smushed together. If you go to the about page, it's right there. Like how it is lovelieslacefronts.com. No and love lies lace fronts at gmail.com. Okay. I'll put it up on the screen. If you could send me that link, the 11 Live link, and Ashley, if you had anything, send it. I'll take a look. I was looking for the bankruptcy, but you know the name that's on the phone. I don't know if that's a burner phone at this point, but last night it was funny. I was plugging in some of the phone numbers that are from the log. And of course, people changed. I think people changed numbers. I did not call anyone's number. But like where once upon a time I've got like a screenshot of where I looked up a number and I screenshot it and it showed the name. Now when I put in that name, it either shows a different name for one number and then it shows no name for someone else. Like I looked up like 4 different phone numbers yesterday just to see like maybe were those burners. And it's possible that the number Sonia had could have been a burner and she could have used a phony last name. You never know. I don't know, but I'll look into those names. Like I said, the main reason why, if you didn't watch yesterday or whatever day it was, 2 days ago, I think on just look in the playlist, whichever video was the last one that we did. Maybe it was Real Talk Bougie. Why I hold on to Florida is because that's what law enforcement said. That's what the district attorney said. That's what Majeski said. They said the girlfriend is in Florida, and I would have thought that they would do some due diligence as they're entering that in the court as a reason why he should not get bond, which has civil rights implications, all of those things. So I think they would have done a little bit of due diligence before they put that tag that he is talking to someone out of state and that state happens to be Florida. That's like my number one reason for holding on to Florida on top of what the reverse caller ID said. So hopefully that makes okay. Guys, we're going to be here all the rest of the morning. It's like, come on. Come on. I know we've stopped a million times.
conversations. And then you could hear it in his voice that, you know, he's got a little of that in him. But for the most part, he's, you know, bookworm, just smart. You know, he's smart.
Wow.
Smart dude. Mm-hmm. I miss you.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Mr. Williams.
Yesterday.
I had a what? I was doing what?
Thank you.
I didn't talk to you yesterday. Long girl. Yesterday was Sunday. You didn't talk to me
yesterday because you said.
She said, I miss you. Oh my God. If this computer doesn't start acting better. Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Mr. Williams.
Yesterday.
I had a what? I was doing what? I didn't talk to you yesterday.
She said she missed him.
Yesterday was Sunday. You didn't talk to me
yesterday because you said. I didn't talk to you, but I'm going what you told me this morning. You said that you was.
I was. I feel empty.
Okay, well,
then I had to really look at myself like this is not normal. I shouldn't be like this. And he shouldn't have me going this crazy because he didn't call me today.
Okay, well, you know what? That wasn't my fault, but you know what? I tell you what, I'm going to be on my A game a little bit more. But I do like talking to you this time of night, too, because I can concentrate, be quiet, and I got to, yeah. But anyway, What I'm
It's
gonna
not
tell
so
you is
loud.
this right here.
So he's got her mind and her body. He's got her mind in her body, right? He's got her mind because she's thinking about him. She's told him she misses him. She's verbalizing that they're gonna do something. He's got her making plans for the future. This is such a this is 101 how to be taken advantage of, or fall in love, one or the other. He's giving her plans for the future, okay, and he is also grasping on her mind, right? She's got his picture next to her bed. She looks at him, she talks to him, and she has sexy time with him alone in her room by herself. And she's creating soul ties with him by in her mind. I mean, is there any other way to say that she's doing herself, okay? Um to him. That's her man. If I had that's my man, bitch. Um, yes. You can't tell her that's not her man. Let me find it. This is Sis has lost her mind.
That's my man, bitch. Oh, don't try to read me out.
That is her man, okay? You cannot tell her nothing, okay? She's being intimate with him in her head.
Is what?
Poor Shirley,
It's
yes.
not
It's
so
not
loud.
so loud. It's not so loud. No, and I'm in my room, so that's even better.
Are you okay with what I'm trying to do?
No,
Is there something what are you trying to do?
no, I'm okay.
Business
with
wise.
everything. I just want to know what your end game gonna be. Yeah, see, I'm talking about. I just want to know your end game about.
Well, I got it's a lot of money. I want to own a lot of land. And I was trying to steal something, but can't steal because they don't want to be stole. Hear me? Hello? Can hear you. No.
Girl, that call's over, sis.
I can't hear you.
It's over.
Is there a mute button on your thing?
He done hung up, sis.
I can't hear you, sir.
It's over.
Thank you for using Global Tellink.
This next call is a continuation from the last one that abruptly ended. Take a listen.
Sure.
Go ahead,
Hung up on me.
go ahead.
I'm hanging up on me.
No, my time ran out, so I have to redo it again.
You gotta charge the iPad.
No, we get everybody get like 2 hours of peace on this thing here. So I try to get it late. I don't really ask for it like that because they would be cutting them. But that's all. I just try to get it like tonight. I needed to talk to you and get it off your chest. And get yours off your chest. I don't be too hairy.
You got some stuff on your chest you need to get off?
I got it off. I'm good.
Oh, wow, I missed it then. Look about your chest. I missed that whole thing.
No, you didn't. You got that shit to go.
I missed that
You gotta
whole
go.
thing. Oh my God. What was on your chest? Oh my God. I know what's on mine.
What's on yours?
I already told you what's on mine. You know my dilemma.
I don't understand why you
I don't have no other dilemma.
Oh,
That's it. That's it.
you say some dick.
She said good dick.
Oh my God.
You must got me on speakerphone because that's what it sounds. It ain't clear like I talked to you earlier.
I don't know. It was. Hello. Is that better?
Yeah, that's way more.
It's just a purr.
No, I like it. I gotta make sure you close.
She said he's a perv.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that's all. But life is good. Life is good. Not so life is good. There's a lot of shit going on out here, but a lot, and you out there with me every day, so I understand what it is. And what I will say is, it's a blessing to have you on my goddamn corner, buddy. You have no clue. Well, you've seen both sides of the fence.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
we talked about the first time he went away. I know how I feel, so
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't wish that on
yeah.
nobody. No, I know how that shit go.
But I really want you to listen out that YouTube. Just go look at them YouTubes again.
I'm gonna look at the YouTube and see what you're talking about. You said it was 13 years ago?
13 motherfucking years ago.
What you have on?
I'll let you see.
What you have on?
I ain't had shit on. I was going to drive.
What you wearing, t-shirt or that button down? You got that black and white shirt on?
No, I just had. Matter of fact, I had my NASCAR uniform on. I was on my motherfucking weight.
What's it under? Nesto?
It's the same thing.
It's on Nesto?
Yeah, just click on that and then look at the profile. It's gonna say the YouTube part.
Is it on a Nesto Buckhead or Nesto something else?
Yeah, Nesto Buckhead. And then you look at the profile, you see the YouTube, and you click on that YouTube button. I'm
on YouTube. That's what I was trying to see what it say.
No, you gotta click out and go out of that and go back into my IG page. That make it easier for you.
Oh, is it Nesto Buckhead? That's with an S, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus, these two are slow. My God.
No, you fucking out because I don't have it. That's not gonna show.
It'll show. You don't have to have a channel, but it'll show everything with that name on it. It'll show everything.
Okay.
Any video with that name on it.
Okay, but it ain't gonna show that because back then it was called Ernesto Cut back then.
Oh, it was called Ernesto Cut.
Yeah.
Is it Ernesto with E-A?
No, E-R. E-R-N-E-S-T-O.
Just E-R?
Yeah, E-R.
E-R?
Yeah,
E-R.
No, it's E-R-N-E-S-T-O. Yeah, but it might come up, might not come up. But I just told you how to get to it fast.
Ernesto. Ernesto Cut?
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it for my TV. I know if I gotta go on my phone and do it, I will do it that way. But I see it. It's already up there, and that's so cut. So I found it. I will see what you do.
Oh, okay.
Let's see where you are. There you go, right there. 24-hour barbershop. 11 years ago.
11 years.
You know I find you. You know I find you. I'm wired.
Okay.
Oh, you got the button down. Huh?
What color is it? Blue and white? Black?
Yeah, black and white. Black and white.
Yeah.
You in the truck. Now you got the basketball in hand. Now you driving. Somebody's back.
Oh, yeah.
Now you're outside with your hand trying to see. Yeah, you was young.
Yeah, that was a video. That's pictures. That's picture or video?
It's a video.
Some video? Yeah, the video.
I'm doing your side. And then you at the gas station with the 24-hour cut.
Damn, that shit was quick. You must be skimming through it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Shut your.
He can get it. Oh my God, he can get it.
She's a mess. She said he can get it.
With this chocolate man with his nice teeth.
Okay. Sonya, you got to like,
little legs.
ma'am.
Legs. And I'm like, oh, look at your hair. Oh, look at your hair. How old were you? 50? 40?
No, probably about 40. I went to stay when I went to stay. About 43.
The funny thing.
Really? 44?
The funny thing about, so if you, I'm gonna just say it like this, okay? Let me see if anyone has commented on under here, if anybody made the connection. Ooh, no, they did not. Someone tagged me in this comment. What? Uh-oh. Okay, so okay. if you guys do what Ernesto told you to do, we look, I don't know what to say because I don't want to draw a line to some. I'm not going to say, if you go over to that channel, there's okay. If you do what Ernesto said to do, Ernesto Ernesto apostrophe S cuts, right? If you go to that video, right, then you click on the channel, you're going to see some videos, not just Nesto's video, but you're going to see a professional lady talking about some stuff. That lady is part of some things going on because they're going to say their name. And if you watch the bail hearing, you would have heard that name. That's all I'm going to say. So do what I mean, I'm not saying go, like, you don't have to. But when I looked at that video the other day, when I went to look at that video and then I clicked on the channel, like, this is interesting. Not Nesto's Buckhead YouTube channel, but exactly what he said to do, Nesto's Cuts. You're going to show up at a channel where this person was kind of trying to, I don't know if she was trying to act like an agency for hairdressers and barbershops and things like that, kind of trying to be management or some sort of intermediary. But sis, girl.
Yeah, 44. They need to be telling me they 44 now, but I need you can't be 44.
Cause you in the Caucasian. You what was you looking like in your 30s?
Busted.
You think so?
Yeah, I ain't have no identity then. I just came from prison too. Shit,
You ain't need no identity. You look, your look is your look.
I ain't have no identity.
Them clothes aren't doing
In
you
his
no
30s,
justice.
he was
You
in
can't
Georgia
really see
State
your
Penitentiary.
body, your body in that shirt. No, that shirt's too big. Yeah, you should have that tailored like you do your suit.
Yeah.
And pants. Oh yeah, that is old because your pants are huge. Yeah, on some baggies and shit. They can have some baggies. Look at that. Nice shirt. Yeah, that shit is old. Okay, Master. You still cute though. I'd have gave it to you. No.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
I'd have scooped you up and molested. What year was this again? 2000 what?
You say you were molested again?
I was molested your ass.
Ooh.
Hey, I went to Atlanta. When Tupac got shot, I went to Atlanta. I happened to be
Girl, that was damn near 30 years ago. She said when Tupac got shot, wasn't that like 96, 97? That's a long time ago, sis.
to Atlanta that weekend. He got shot. And then I hadn't been back to Atlanta since 2015. I think was the next time I went down there. I wasn't really a fan of the city. I never really explored it, but I just really wasn't a fan. Okay, you got your little Maserati. Okay, boo. Go park you.
So what I'm saying to you, what I'm saying to you is that.
Oh my God, you're expensive. Look at your shit.
Well, what I'm saying is.
Because you ain't getting no Toyota. What are we talking about here?
You ain't getting no Toyota. You in the Maserati. You expensive.
That's my man, bitch.
Okay, that's all I'm gonna say.
Go ahead.
Before
Car maintenance.
No, what I'm gonna say is before any situation I get in, it's called leveling up. That's basically it. And whatever I get, whatever I got. Before I was with somebody, not somebody, I was gonna be the same person. That's basically what I'm trying to say. I'm the same person. I ain't trying to dumb myself down, but it kind of is what it is. People got a track record on who they really are true identity is. You have a track record of your identity, who you are. That's what I like. So you can't do nothing but sit around here and enhance me, and for me to enhance you. That's just the bar. I'm hoping that I can give you that. You know, some people just be starting up. No, I ain't just starting up. You ain't you. So that's why I praise you, but you don't get that part.
I
To
get
me,
it.
you be making me feel like, yeah, you make me feel like you try to water me down like I don't deserve to have you as my friend or whatever the label supposed to be. You make me feel like I'm supposed to have it. You
I'm
know,
not
I'm
saying
not
that.
like
I'm saying you might be a lot. Not saying that, I'm saying you might be a
I
lot.
might be a lot. How am I
Yeah.
not? I ain't nothing you ain't never dealt with before. What you
Oh my
talking about?
God, how am I a lot? Because you know how my mind is and how your mind is. You're thinking NASCAR, I'm thinking RV park.
Oh, well, I'm thinking retirement. That's all I'm thinking about. How I'm gonna
You
get
can
there.
retire off of that.
That's all it
I
is.
just, okay, listen. I'm
Off of
thinking
what?
10 million. You thinking 100 million. That's what I'm saying.
Well, you know what?
Exactly.
At the end of the
And you
day,
got to look
if
at.
we
Remember
got
I
out,
told you. Remember I told you how most of these rich people are killing themselves. And
How unique.
Ray J
I
got
ain't
some
telling
money
you.
for them. No. That's not my point. I'm saying though, see all these people with all this fucking money and people think they got a care in the world and they doing that. Those are the ones that's trying to kill themselves before the ones that's out here struggling. Because money, being that rich, is cool in a sense, but you can also be that rich and be that lonely, and that loneliness gonna supersede the money.
Okay. Now let me
You
ask
get me?
you. Okay.
The money will get you a
Now,
little
and you're
materialistic things you want, but you gotta be happy as an individual in your core. You know what I'm saying? And that just adds to it. It's what
okay.
it's supposed to do.
Well, I got to that point already. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I was telling you
I'll
that when
tell
I
you.
was free.
I'll tell you.
Huh?
I'll tell you.
Okay. That's all I was saying. Yeah. You feel that
I
void.
just say
You
don't
didn't
put.
know.
I just feel like I just don't put a lot of value on being, like that. Because like I told you, when I used to flip houses, I wasn't necessarily stupid rich, but in the city, I think pretty much outside of the Jews, I made a substantial amount of money back then. You know, 40,000 a month is a lot of money in 2007, and for an average person,
Right.
you know, and what it did, it took away. I was able to buy things that I wanted. I had a boat, I had a bunch of cars, I had a bunch of houses. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to shop, I could shop. I wanted to go out of town, I could. Anything I wanted to do, I could do, which was good. But I was by myself the whole time. You know? I mean, I had my kids, but
Right.
that was it. You know?
But what doesn't make sense to me is if you weren't materialistic, what the hell did you need a boat for? I mean, boats are nice to have, they're not a must have. Unless you live in a fishing village. Like, what if you weren't materialistic? You were materialistic at a certain point in your life because when you buy in excess or buy things, if your life is filled with purchasing nice to haves versus must haves, there is a little, it doesn't mean that you worship those items, but sis, it's like, come on. These two people, I mean, it's not even worth having an intellectual like debate over it because it doesn't match up. What she's saying and what she was doing doesn't match up. So whatever. Anyway, it's just like these two having this conversation is so silly, but the point that she's trying to make is irrelevant because she was being materialistic because you were making extra money, but rather than socking it away, squirreling it away, investing it, um, buying things of substance, you were wasting money. So you are materialistic. I think that she feels like, ooh, I might score a major player here. And maybe he's activating some of her insecurities. Again, I'm not above and beyond thinking that Sonia is the ops. And they reached out to her very early on and just said, we're listening, or who knows, who knows, you've admitted to some things, we're going to we're going to start investigating continue with the phone. God only knows what is going on here, like for real, for real. I hate to use that expression, but for real, for real. Um, it's just such a mess. And anyway, we're almost done. We've got like 5 more minutes, guys.
I wasn't dateable, apparently, you know. So that intimidation factor or whatever.
Well,
So it just
I'm gonna
it
say
just
like
made
this.
me look at it a little different. Like, not that I'm gonna sit here and be broke just so that I can be with somebody. That's stupid.
You weren't intimidating. The thing is that because you are ghetto, you had some money, you had some coins to rub together. The type of your circle, you were doing better. According to you, you were doing better than the people in your circle. And the men in your circle were intimidated by you because they're bums. Okay. Only a bum would be intimidated by a woman who is a boss, or appears to be, or has more cash. Only a bum would be intimidated by that. Ernesto is a special case, but if you are in a certain tax bracket, you are in a certain industry where everybody rolls like that, it shouldn't be out of the ordinary that if you are in the circle of flippers, that you are bringing in what flippers make. Okay. So a man or a potential partner who is on your level would not be intimidated by that. Every man who is out here working hard and highly compensated doesn't always want his equal to be his partner, because it does sound like Sonya, even though she's quite feminine sounding, she does sound like she's in somewhat of her masculine energy. She's very aggressive, which is why she probably has opted in to be with a guy and be competitive with a woman she doesn't know to steal their husband. But that's like a whole nother conversation. Sonya is, and it's unfortunate, this woman is in her 50s and she is a certified mess. Okay. A woman in her 50s, a woman in her 20s, even, but a woman specifically in her 50s with 2 grown kids, and allegedly you've got some business acumen, you should be beyond embarrassed. I would be at Social Security changing my name. I would not want to be associated with this situation at all. You look thirsty AF, slow AF, dumb AF. You look all of the things. And considering how much people love Shirley out here, no matter if she's getting dragged on a daily or not, people have hold her in high regard. You look silly, slow, salty, and stupid for dealing with this guy. Like, that's my final analysis on Sonya at this moment. Sis is dumb. Okay.
At the same
This is dumb
time,
and stupid.
people put
Okay.
like, I don't
50
know. It's so
and
weird.
dealing with this
I don't
shit.
know. They just feel like,
That's not your
what could I
husband.
bring? You know,
Shirley could deal with him because he flim flammed her. Edith, Martha, any of these women, right? A slow chick opting in for this, you sitting up here telling this fool you are getting with it under the sheets, looking at his picture at night and talking sexy to him on his wife's account. Man, you look stupid. I would be so embarrassed for people to be knowing and throwing my name all around the internet. I would feel so embarrassed. I would be like, Sonya who? My name is Stephanie. Okay.
that'd be the
I would
thing.
be changing my
You got
name.
this.
Hell no.
What could I bring? You know? Everything you bring don't have to have $1 behind it. We have a great time.
Okay,
We
that's all I'm
always,
trying to say.
right, and we've never ever did anything fancy, anything expensive, anything extravagant. You know what I'm saying? I don't think
It's the
I don't think we spent $100. Right. But we are able to hang around each other and right, and have a good time.
You were able to hang around each other, get beat down on the bus, and he didn't even spend $100 on you. Sonya, you trash, sis. You're the type of woman that a man can have a good time with and not spend $1. Okay. All right. See, he's got Shirley out for a gelato right there. But at the end of the day, ma'am's wearing his ring. You are a trick that he's beating on the bus. Okay. He's getting with you on the bus, not spending $1, and he's calling you from prison after he got off or getting ready to call his wife.
And just do stupid, simple stuff. Like watch RVs.
And I appreciate that. But you don't think I appreciate it, though. That's what the caller trying to get you.
No, I don't think you. No, I think you do, because you was coming at me the first thing you talked about. Turn on the TV. I was like, oh, okay, listen, and then we watch it, and then you fall asleep, of course. But no, I don't feel like, and just like when you came over and we watched Snowfall for 4 hours when I got out the hospital,
So remember she talked about when she did her bankruptcy, she had the Piedmont bill for $600,000. So apparently she was sick at some point. We've heard her talk about that. So now that makes sense. When she had the 1 point whatever $1 million bankruptcy filing, she'd been in the hospital with some sort of illness that almost took her out, of $600,000 in medical bills. Okay. She's talking about when he came over to her house and they watched Snowfall for 4 hours. He wasn't taking you out. He goes out with Shirley. Shirley's who he goes out with in the Rolls Royce. He's not taking you nowhere, sis. He probably came through in the F-150 like he was coming to pick up some dirt, or, coming in for a pickup or something. He was not taking you out in the double R.
But I enjoy the company.
Right, because we mesh well. Thugs from the 90s.
Yeah. So there you go. Thugs from the 90s.
Thugs from the 90s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all. I'm just trying to help you get a better understanding of my character. That's all. I'm cool. I'm just seasonable for real right now. I ain't got to.
And remember, she said when they were talking, she said they were talking about something one time, not in this call, but she goes, remember, we never really did much talking. We never did much talking.
No, but I think you like that. I think you like that happy life. I mean, it's cool.
That's what I'm trying.
I know. Okay, I feel like, all right, I get you. You're over it. Been there, done that.
Yeah, I've been
on to the next.
But you want to listen to me though.
You say it. No. Yeah, I mean, I can understand that, because the last 6 months, every time I see you, you always are. Well, no, because you went shopping right before you got arrested.
She's a basket case. I mean, I hate to say it. You guys take, please. Look, we're talking about Sonya. I'm not talking about women in general in their 50s, because I happen to be one. Okay. But what I'm going to say is this. If I had a friend, if one of my friends was into this shit, it was Sonya. Number one, she wouldn't be my friend, because I would be having like a heart attack right now. I would be like, sis, you got to get it together, and I don't want to hear anything else about it. I'm not trying to not be supportive, but you need to get out the shits, because this is not going to do any good. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is trash. Okay. I'm not going to encourage a woman to go and sit and talk to a married man and waste her time with someone who is a bum. Okay. He can't help you. You're 55 years old. In the next 10 years, you need to be, cruising into some tickets to the Bahamas, or, a nice trip somewhere. You're wasting your time. Okay. That would be a mess. Okay. This chick is sitting around talking to this dude. She's a bum. She's a bum. And she's this guy's Instagram is now intimidating her, because keep in mind, she thinks he's telling her he's getting out in a week. It's making her, according to what she says, but she might just be talking that smooth talk. She says that she's feeling a little uncomfortable because he's so much fancier than her. She might be a bum. She might have a bummish ass apartment. Sis may not even have 2 nickels to rub together. Sis is over there working 2 jobs, and she's talking about that she was making $500,000 a year like his wife. His wife was making $500,000 a year. And look what happened to her. She's living in a back room, okay? Maybe not because she doesn't have it, because clearly sis has been employed. Shirley has continued to be employed, but sis has a lot of back taxes as illustrated in her bankruptcy filing, right? This woman here is working 2 damn jobs, working overtime. Were you at this job tonight? She's working all kinds of jobs. She's 55 years old. She doesn't have any decent men. If she's that hot, she's got fake tits. She's got a good body. She's supposed to be attractive. You don't have nobody coming to pick you up to take you out on a real date. You don't have somebody who's like, why are you working 2 jobs? You are supposed to be smart, bright, and all of these things. Where is your one decent job? At a certain point in your life, you should be able to work one job that supplies all of your needs and then some. At minimum, all of your needs and some of your wants. But at 55, wants and needs should be met within reason. Okay. This guy is now making her feel uneasy. She thinks he's telling her he's got bond hearing in a week and he might be getting out, and she doesn't know that he's going to really want her like that. Maybe because she's trying to back out of a lie. Maybe she's been lying to him all this time. So if he is coming down, he's going to see the reality of what the hell she's been talking about, and maybe it's not all of what she cracked it up to be. Or I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't figured it all out yet, but we got to remember she divulged that she was in her 50s the other day, and that changes things. Even in her 40s, I would still be questioning. 30s, sometimes you still a little bit, I'm going to say naive. In the back of my head, I'm going to say we're still a little bit dumb because we haven't learned everything yet. There's just something about when you turn 40, you get a lot easier with flexing that no. Even if you wanted to say yes, you okay with flexing that no, because it's the best thing to do and you're worth more than that. A woman in her 50s does not give a fuck, okay? Especially when your worth. This woman on the phone with this fool, sis is a basket case. Sis hasn't caught a clue. Sis is still 17 in that brain of hers. Sis stuck on stupid, okay? She's trying to find reasons. She's trying to find reasons to exit the chat, but she's also trying to give him reasons too, because I think she was enjoying playing with him on the phone, but now that he might end up being hers, she's getting nervous. And he's going to lose your ass. He's going to use your ass, okay? He's going to use your ass, all right? When you're 40s, you are okay with no. And you might feel some type of way about it, but you're going to give a no. Unfortunately, in your 20s and 30s, you're still saying yes when you meant no for lots of things. You know what I mean? You still agree to do stuff when you're like, I knew I shouldn't have done it. By your 40s, you should be over that. 50s, hell no. Why are you even asking me something dumb like that? No, hell no. I'm not doing that. No. It's just like, it's too much energy to be phony at that point, right? It's too much energy. Girl, if she even got it, I'm telling you, I'm side-eyeing that website. I'm not going to even say the name because I don't want people feeling like I'm trying to, say anything like that, but I'm just side-eyeing because it's not a validated post and it's by an anonymous source, but I'm just going on the strength of they had another post that talked about this gentleman doing a 23-month bid for a firearm possession, which I don't believe is him. And I don't know that they validated that before they put that in writing, and it's being spread all over the internet. Ernesto is not doing 23 months for a gun charge, because if he were, they would have talked about it in the hearing yesterday. Pam mentioned it, that she talked about it, and I can't even remember the whole entire reference. She talked about the gun charge and maybe that it is someone else because it's another person's birthday. But that being said too, you would have thought that if they're going over his charges and why he doesn't qualify for bail, he should not qualify for bail, plain and simple, on the fact that he's doing a 23-month sentence for a gun charge. So that's not him. So I'm talking about a couple things at the same time, but I'm stank-eyeing that article specifically because I don't think it was fact-checked. accurately. And then the $5 million contract, I'm questioning it. It just, the Steve Harvey show was renewed 2 years ago for 5 years. And it's quite possible Shirley did get to renegotiate her contract, because I think in the last 6 months, something that came out is that Shirley is underpaid, period. Okay. So if she did get her contract renegotiated, awesome. But for the contract that she got to be renewed for longer term than the show, normally talent contracts are going to be renewed for the life of the renewal of the actual show, right? So the show got renewed for 5 years. Why would they 2 years ago? You can research this. Go to iHeartRadio. They made a press release. The Hollywood Reporter, which is an industry standard news publication that reports everything on Hollywood, did an article on iHeartRadio and Steve Harvey show renewed for 5 years 2 years ago. Why would she get a 5-year, $5 million contract when there's only 3 years left on the deal, right? So if she renewed when the show renewed, which is more than likely more typical, if she renewed or renegotiated, she wouldn't renegotiate for a longer term than you even know that the show is going to exist. That's my point. I could be wrong. I'm not a contract lawyer, but at the end of the day, it just seemed a little like 20 on 10. Maybe she did renew and maybe she is getting $1 million a year, but maybe it wasn't 5 years. Maybe it was 3 years or whatever is left going into effect in January for whatever is left for the life of what we know Steve Harvey's show is going to live, which is another 2 years until it gets renewed. Because keep in mind, these people are getting, Shirley will be 75. She might not want to do this shit anymore in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Steve is not getting any younger either. By the grace of God, that's a good thing, right? I just found the details to be a little sketchy, and that's just my opinion. It may actually be valid. Don't take my word for it. Fact check it yourself. It immediately struck me where I did some searching and I could not find any updates as to Shirley specifically. I could only find an update as it pertained to the show, and the show renewed 2 years ago for 5 years. But allegedly, there's a website out here saying that she renewed for 5 years. She might have renewed for 5 years 2 years ago. We don't know what Shirley's been making. Shirley could have been making Shirley could have been making $1 million a year for the past 2 years anyway. So it's quite possible she's already been getting this contract. For some reason, people I think the assumption is she's broke, even though she's living in a back room. She may have wanted to live with Ronald and Tasha because she didn't want to live by herself because she thought her husband was coming home. That's number one. Number two, she got all them damn taxes to pay. Okay. And the lawyer, and she pays Sheridan's rent. And she's probably watching her money because, damn it, Sir didn't have legitimate businesses. Look, we'll talk about it over on Real Talk Bougie like in an hour or two. Let's finish up this call. It's got 3 minutes left. We'll just pick up where we left off on the things. These are some of the things that I wanted to talk about. This right here at the 2 minute and 45 mark. And we'll talk about it. I'll let you guys call in and you guys can tell me what you think. So, okay.
That's right. That's right.
You changed up a little bit, put some clothes on, and was like, I think I want to be cute here.
Because that's what you told me. That's what you told me.
I think I want to be cute. I think I want to be cute again. I'm not gonna wear the black. I'm not gonna wear the black t-shirt and the black shorts. I was a uniform.
There you go. There you go. I was my uniform.
I was yours.
And I wasn't trying to do that. So.
See? And I like you for that.
What I'm saying, that's all that matters. Yeah, hold on. What time is it? Your boy trying to get this iPad. Yeah.
You want to take it and go?
I'm going to make it run. You so right. That's all it is. That's all. Boy, you so know what's going on. You know what's going on.
Right. It's about that time. I gotta make love.
Yeah, it is. That's all. That's all that is. All right, y'all. I'm gonna talk to you tomorrow. Yeah,
call me in the morning.
One tonight. All right, bye.
All right, bye.
Okay, so they went from Ernest asking her, "What's her game plan? What you gonna do with me?" He wants to know where her head is at. She said something happened in April. What April was, I don't know. I might have to fire up my player and see what's going on, what was going on in April, what these calls sounded like. Um, I'm gonna so April. Huh. Oh, what happened in April? So this call was in October 2022, right? So something had happened in April. What happened in April? So someone said, is that when she got shot? Did Sonya get shot in April? I don't know. Did she say she got shot? And I wonder if she got shot, was that a news story? And if it was a news story, like, hi, this eyewitness news, we had a female going to Dairy Queen and she was shot by an unknown, da 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 da. Like, I wonder if it made the news. Oh, shit. These people lead complicated lives. So April wouldn't have been 2023. It would have been April, because she said whatever, something that happened in April. I wonder if that's, he was seeing her and maybe she told him. April. Hey, Erica, you fell out the bushes when I heard that, laughing my ass. Girl, I don't know if she got shot. This was the comment. Someone said, I feel like she said she got shot once upon a time, but I don't know what that woman talks so much. At some points when I listen to her talk, I feel like I'm listening to an unreliable narrator. She just talks her ass off to be talking, and she's taking us off track of what the real story is. She's just kind of out there somewhere to be a distraction. You know what I mean? Of what's like the real, like at the end of the day, this is about potentially some RICO charges. This is about a man who's been alleged by Fulton County, amongst others, to have a host of crimes, including crimes of dishonesty type crimes, right? So theft by deception, theft by taking, financial fraud, identity theft, all of these things for financial gains, right? And he has a pattern of doing it. He's also been accused of stealing cars. And then also in California, he's got charges as they pertain to moving vehicles from California to Atlanta. Okay. Then he's got theft by deception that include people who are filing charges on him because they say that they purchased a car, they purchased a vehicle, they purchased a motor coach, and sir would not give them the title. Sir would not transfer. We've got the one woman who he went to a dealership, bought a motor coach in his name for her. Okay. It was supposed to be for her in her name, and he would not transfer. Then he took that car, flipped it, that motor coach, and bought another one in his name. Like, it's a lot going on here. What city is she in? I do not know. I've seen a city I would say, so let's say South Florida. I'm gonna say that. I don't want to out somebody if I'm not exactly sure. You know what I mean? Because I don't need someone coming for me. Sis might not have a lot, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I have a family and I can't put my finances at risk on a maybe. You know what I mean? So I can't do all that, sis. I think there's quietly a lot of information floating around in different places. And I think people are sharing things in lots of places. I saw Reddit floated around. I've heard Lipstick Alley from some people. There are threads everywhere, and I'm sure there's information everywhere. As far as exposing it on YouTube and making myself a potential lawsuit, no, I can't do that, sis. My husband will be mad at me. I can't do all that. If she comes out on the YouTube streets and is like, it's me, then we can talk about it. Absolutely. But it's, in terms of exposing what I don't know for sure, I can't do that. Mm-mm. I don't remember. I remember her saying she got shot. Thank you for saying that. But I don't remember the details. Like I said, I've said this. When you have time, just take a video one by one and go back and re-listen. You know what I mean? Because a lot of this stuff that we were hearing, it was information overload because it was juicy, right? Now that we understand a little bit more surrounding the facts of the case, we've heard a lot, we've seen documents, he's showing up in court. Now, if you're into the real details, is time to circle back to the videos and re-listen. Either listen to the reactions, because everything is not going to be 3 hours. Like today's 3 hours because it's been a minute since we talked about this topic over here and watched a video. But I'm gonna try and keep them real cute to of under this time. But I know you guys will come in the comments and say I love the long live. So I wanted us to get some time in and handle this business. But we'll talk about it a little bit over on Real Talk Bougie, like for a cute hour. If you guys want to call in, give your theories, give me about, like, let's just say a little bit, like an hour. I just want to get something to drink, check on my dog, see what everybody's doing around the house, and come back and do like a little cute hour so we can talk about some things because we've already watched the video, right? But let's see. Remember, he sold the motor coach to fund Shirley's G Wagon that later got confiscated. Not to mention, she already had a G Wagon. Remember that? She had the one in California that she purchased that was in the bankruptcy in, what was that, 2018? I need to go back in my notes, damn it. She had already tried to roll in a G Wagon. It was 2018. It was a 2016. She purchased it in 2017. She was putting it in her bankruptcy in 2018. Her bankruptcy was supposed to complete in 2023, but it was dismissed in 2020, I believe. I could be wrong. Put that footnote for non-payment or change in the arrangements, right? You sent me an email. Thank you, sis. Okay, I will check it. So she had a G-Wagon already, but then so she got another G-Wagon. Okay. So yeah, I mean, they say the white collar crime unit is going to put all this together. All of this stuff, like I said before, we talked about this on Saturday. All of this seems like random. Like, why would they do this and why would they do that? And da da da. Also, regarding bankruptcy, we'll talk about this later. We're gonna just talk because for me, I've got so many damn windows open right now. But normally, before I do something, I'll line up everything that I want to talk about on that day. I've done nothing at this moment, so we're just gonna talk. Okay. I just want to preface that. Regarding his bankruptcy, we talked about the other day that he had a retail space. If you go to the last live that was on Real Talk Bougie, we were talking about a civil litigation that he had. He had leased a property and he was only in the property for like 5 months. It was unfinished property. We don't know what he was going to do with it, but he leased this property, never paid rent. They were like, he owes us like $25,000. Like he owed a good amount of money, right? When you look at the filings for, because it was two properties together, right? They're leased together. One on Far Road, one on Peachtree, right? The building kind of does an L shape. So it goes into an L and the corner butts up into a longer space that goes over to Far Road, right? he got a judgment against him for the rental. Okay. So they found for the plaintiff, right? In the amount that Ernesto owned, but like right after the judgment, he had already filed for bankruptcy protection. So they added that to the civil litigation to so basically almost like if you remember what happened with Tasha K and Cardi B, Cardi B got the settlement, she got her judgment from Tasha K. And what did Tasha K do? Like, it wasn't the next day, but it was bankruptcy filing. So that kind of put a stop on some things on collection until they settle the matter of the bankruptcy. So this guy is very skilled at using these financial instruments. Like he's doing things for what reason we don't know, renting a property, not paying for it, then next thing you know, he's filing for bankruptcy. And then he also files, like the reason why he says he did not pay rent was because there was like a water and mold damage, but I'm sure that that was all a lie. So much going on. Anyway, guys, I'm going to cut this live. So many details, right? But what did we learn from this call? Sonya is an unfortunate woman who's middle aged, who is sad and salty and slow probably, because she's dealing with this guy who is quote unquote married to a woman and thinks it's cute to carry on conversations, and plan a future with a man who is not able to plan a future with you. She also sits and holds on to the fact that they've spent time together romantically and he probably rocked her world, and thinks it's cute that he never spent $1 on her and that he's into the simple things. And there's nothing wrong with that. But at a certain age, a man should be able to take you outside your home. But it sounds like they spent a lot of time getting, intimate. And because she said before, we never did a lot of talking. So what were you doing? You were watching snowfall, doing it, and he was going home. She said, we never talked that much. So you really didn't know him up until you're getting to know him now. So, Sonya's giving side chick awareness. If you're a side chick out here, do better. You know what I'm saying? Anyone out here as a side chick, what I'm gonna tell you is the future isn't looking good, sis. It's not looking good. He's got you as a side chick for a reason, and that's it, and that's all. So don't dim yourself down. Don't put yourself on discount, on sale. There is someone out here for you. At the end of the day, any type of dude that's going to deal with you behind the back of another woman isn't a prize. Okay. And the fact that you would opt in for that, he knows exactly where to put you, which is to bed. Okay. He's going to lay you down and he's going to do you down. And that's all you ever going to get out of it. Okay. All right. Okay, sis. Hopefully this helped the sis out here. If you got a sis in trouble like this, just send her this video so she can get with it and understand, sis, this is not the business, especially at a certain age in your life. It's not cute at all. Okay. All right, guys, I'm gonna let y'all go. This was a fun call. This was a long live. I will see you guys like in about an hour or so over at Real Talk Bougie. And we're going to keep it very cute. And I'm going to put my egg timer on and we're going to talk for like about an hour. Anybody who wants to call in, we can call in. And I do have a few things to pull up. But other than that, like I said, we're going to just keep it cute. Okay. All right. BB says she enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, sis. Thank you to everybody who hit the like button. Thank you to everybody who watched. Thank you for the super stickers. You guys are amazing. Thank you to anyone who sent me an email, sent me something to look at. We'll look at it over on Real Talk Bougie when we go back live over there. It could be sooner than an hour because I don't want to wind down too much. And then I'm like, you know what, y'all, I took a nap. Okay. But let's get back into it. Okay. Get your snack, get your lunch. I agree. Side chick awareness. That's not the job you want. Wifey awareness or just single girl realness. It's okay to be single. It is more than okay. But side chicking is not it's not a badge of honor. It really isn't. Because when you are living your life fabulous as a single woman, enjoying your life, guess what? You're gonna run into somebody who is vibing with what you got going on. and everything will work out. There's the situation out here is not that bad that you got to compete with another woman for her bum. Let that woman have her bum all to herself, okay? Because if he wants to do better, trust me, he's not going to do better with you. If he's married to her, he got mortgage with her, he got cars with her, he has a public life with her. Trust me, he's not going to drop everything and clean up his act for you. It's going to be the next chick. Okay? It's going to be the next chick. So leave that alone. Leave that alone. Don't compete for another woman's bum. Leave him where he's at. You making him feel way too good about himself by him having all these options. Because the main thing he needs to do is decide what he wants to do over there at that house. Okay? And if you really want to be single, sir, clock out. Clock out and give that lady some peace. Okay? And then you can make your side chick into your main chick, and you can be her problem. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, guys, let me let y'all go. That's all I got to say on this matter. It's you know what I'm saying? Like, I know Bougie Gang didn't need to know this. You guys, this is advanced. You guys know this, okay?
That's my man, bitch.
Okay, I didn't want to end it just like that, but I'm gonna go. You guys, I'll talk to you guys later. I will see you over on Real Talk Bougie. See you later.
That's my man, bitch. Don't try to read me out. And my man, thank you to my man. And my man. Don't try to read me out. My man. Ooh, real bad.
Still the same. Yeah. Period. Don't play with me.
And y'all keep seeing us together. Yes, that video was true. I was in the process of divorcing him. I hired a divorce attorney, paid the retainer, like, I'm done, it's through, don't break up. And he was like, okay, if that's really what you want to do. But see, my husband, I'm
That's my man, bitch. Don't try to read me out. My man. Ooh, real bad. That's my man, bitch.